parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the sexiest place to be every Friday night from 6:30 to 8:30, right here live in Boca Raton, Florida, the Sixth Borough. Quick shout out to all our sponsors out there. We got the Hideaway in Palm Beach. We got Pizza Rica. We got Solar Tom. Another quick shout out to my co-host. We got Mag Chop Kenny. We got Denise Cassell. You got myself, Nico Capria, and the one and only Joe Rubo. Take it away, Joe.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sixth Borough. Again, it's Friday night, and we are live from Boca Raton. And tonight, what a show we have for you. What a lineup we have. We have my great friend and great actor, Antonio Carone, and we have the Pickle Man.
Yes, we do.
Yep. And
Keith Gutterman.
Pete Gutterman, the Pickle Man. And let's shoot it off to Denise, my beautiful co-host, to get us going here.
Oh, he's just trying to get on my good side. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Glad to hear that we are back once again to serve you some really great belly laughs and to give you information, maybe some motivation, some inspiration during the whole course of this show. You are listening to the Sixth Borough. Once again, we are live and we are ready to hear from you. So if you want to give us a call to go ahead and speak with us and also speak to our guests, that number is 888-994-4995, and that is Studio A. Again, 888-994-4995, Studio A, and we can make it even better. You can go to our website and actually match the voice to the sound that you see. I can
You
get
said
this
that
right.
all wrong.
I said that all
Match
wrong.
the voice to the face.
The voice
Yeah,
to the face.
no, they-
She needs coffee.
I need coffee. They gave me the wrong kind of coffee before. Actually, we can go ahead and match the voice to the face, which just makes the show that much more because our expressions and who you have on our show to see and enjoy is just off the charts.
And we want to
So,
see your comments, too.
We wanna
Flash your
see your
comments, and we'll shout you out.
you can actually see us live, like I just said, to go ahead and match the voice with the face. You can go right to our website, www.powerupradiotv.com, and please become a member because you just don't know if you may be a winner of a prize once you do become a member and you can see the show live and enjoy it as much as we do when we are here. And we are in a wonderful studio. Once again, we are so happy to be in the studio because if you can just see the colors behind us and the great artwork and what we have to offer and share, it's exciting in here.
Speaking of artwork,
Speaking of artwork, we do. We carry Mag Chop Kenny's artwork. We'll have him talk a little bit about that. But, that's right, Mag Chop Kenny. So we're actually going to go on and talk a little bit more because this week is the first week of spring.
yeah.
I mean, the North is still suffering, but
What's
they
the
do have
difference
some
down
breakthrough.
here?
You know, for us, it's whenever the North gets a really bad, we should say one of the 5 boroughs up north, they get really bad weather. We actually get really good weather because it cools down for us. It really does. So we've had some great weather down here in the Sixth Borough. And we also have to recognize our director, producer, our everything to the show, Freddie. Freddie Centauri.
Happy birthday, Freddie.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Freddie.
birthday,
We want to
Freddie.
make sure that
Birthday,
you
Freddie.
know that we
What is
we
he,
love
80?
you.
80 now?
No.
I thought 102, but I'll tell you, he's a hell of a guy. He knows that guy Jesus. You know
Happy
him?
birthday, Freddie.
Happy
Freddie!
birthday, Freddie. Yes, thank you for everything that you do for us. And you know, if you want to catch last week's show, which was just to die for, it was great fun. And last week we had on the show Lisa Wu,
Lisa
who
Wu.
was one of the Housewives of Atlanta.
Beautiful
and
lady.
she has just been on so many different talent movies, and everything that she's had with us that she shared has just been one thing after another, and her career is just escalated from being in the world of acting to just now becoming a writer-director. So Lisa Wu, thank you so much for being on with us.
Housewives of Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Right.
Housewives of Atlanta. And that's just one thing she's done. There's so much more that she has done. We had Joey Catalano that was
Yes.
with us from the Wise Guys show. But
Joey
from
the Cat.
Jody Cat was on with us,
Cat.
and he was one of our co-hosts. He was a lot of fun. And we also had Frank Ruffalo.
Yeah, great
Why do
author.
I keep getting that name? Ruffalo.
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 I call him Raffulo.
Arthur, writer.
Ruffalo.
He's written so
Very
many different
talented
books.
man.
He's really talented. And last but not least, last week we had Chef Karma, who
Oh,
is
what a spread we had.
Yeah, you should have seen our
Yes,
model. She was spread
okay.
eagle. It was
Yeah, we
incredible.
had a lot of fun.
Can we see that spread? Do we have that spread? There it
There
is.
she is. Look at that.
For those of you that cannot see, and you're on 95 enjoying and listening to us, I encourage you, when you can, to go to our website or over to YouTube to see the 6 Borough Power Up Hour. You can actually get to see what I looked like.
Well, you fooled us all last week.
I did. We were all dressed in green. It
Describe
was
what
St. Patrick's
describe
Day.
the picture real quick for the viewer, for the
You want me to
listeners.
describe that picture? So I, Denise, dressed in green, had the pleasure of being laid out and being a live sushi platter.
See, I
On the
wouldn't have said it that
table.
way.
So she's on a table,
what I
laying there
have.
dressed, and a lady decorated her, put flowers around her, and sushi and food, and everybody ate off of
Oh my God.
Denise. It was
So
kind of
there was no
crazy.
appeal in that either. See,
We
if I
don't even
would've-
know if we're going to get
If I-
fined for that, though. I think it's illegal here.
Boys,
in Boca
remember,
Raton.
this is a
Nico.
PG show.
It's a
It is,
family
right.
show.
You gotta-
The
you
Homish
gotta-
book is here. It's good. We're good. It's a
You gotta
family
give
show.
the people, a vision.
A vision.
She was laying down in a tight dress.
She was laying down in a tight dress,
Was it
The
like
food
before
In
Christmas?
green on
Food.
St.
laid
Patrick's.
all
upon
around
her
her.
body.
laid upon her body.
Leprechauns everywhere.
Yeah, it was quite the show. So if you want to catch what that was all about, we encourage you. So that's just like a little peek of the kind of things that we have going on tonight. Thank you so much, Frank, for your comment. I
Hey,
made
Frank,
a
we
beautiful
love you, kid.
appetizer. Good Lord. Yeah, I got to keep that reputation clean, you know. I mean, I was just an actress. I was performing. I was the model because our actual model didn't show up, and I was coerced to do this. With that said, we are now able to go ahead and move on to our next portion of our show. And you know what? I forgot to share with you something that happened.
What
you know,
happened?
I moved.
Finally.
Oh, wow, it's done? All of it?
It's done.
You mean from the table last week?
Yes, you know what, everyone, we actually do have Anthony Carone, who's with us. We already did the introduction. He's with us, but he's also going to be co-hosting with us for the rest of the next 2 hours that you are listening. And the commentary is going to be really fun to listen because he's got a sense of humor that I think is quite interesting. Well, yeah, Anthony.
Oh, we've been sitting here enjoying ourselves.
You moved from across the yard, actually. Right?
across the yard.
Next
To
door.
the house.
Well, let me just
And
tell
this
you.
poor lady's been having nothing but bad luck.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to move across the country, but I think it's much more difficult to move next door because I went from the house that I own to another house next door that I own, and I moved in, and it was like a 3-month process because I kept doing things in dribs and drabs.
The dolly got a flat.
Dolly got a flat along the way, and you know, I blew out
She
a
got
flip
ripped
flop
off on
along
the
the way.
appliances. Everything bad's
The
happening.
inside of her house looks like the inside of the money pit.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
saw that years ago. Not that your house is a money pit, but she's doing renovations.
Yeah, let me just tell you, moving is, of course, they say one of the most dramatic things that you can go through.
One
and
of the
it's-
three.
One of three,
Yeah.
top three, right? So it's been terrible, but I'm in.
I know, you've been venting to me.
She
already.
puts a bathing suit on, and the
to everyone
workers
that's
never
been
skip
listening
a
in
beat.
South Florida.
South
she
Florida.
was-
She puts
she
a
was
bathing
so
suit on.
stressed
The
out.
boys show up. All the workers. They're on time.
I make sure they do. I dress appropriately
She
to make
does,
sure
yes,
they show up
exactly,
every
girl.
morning.
She was so stressed out Wednesday night that she surprised us and showed up at bike night.
Oh yeah, that was
did.
great. Don't we have a picture of that?
Yeah, we have a
Oh,
couple of
boy.
pictures. Oh, there we go.
There we
there
go.
it is.
Yes, pictures of bike night.
Wee, look at that.
We actually were at the.
There she
oh,
is.
whoa!
Oh, look
there
at
we
her.
are.
Oh.
We got a
Okay,
live
for those who
one. Look at
can't see it, there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Not as a leprechaun, but as a cutie on a purple motorcycle. Whose bike
Yeah,
is
it took
that?
20
Nico's
minutes to get her
Hayabusa.
on and off that bike. I'll tell you right now.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, but I didn't share with that. Wait,
There we go.
First of all, that was at what was the place? In
Marina 84.
Marina 84, and I had never been to a bike night, and
how did
I
you
got
like
there
it?
early, and within an hour and a
How
half,
packed did it get there?
it easily maybe 200 bikes.
Easily, more than that,
Easily
probably, yeah.
200 bikes, and of course my two boys here were there, and they bought their motorcycles, and I didn't tell you, was Nico, when I mounted the bike and then
Uh-oh.
I dismounted.
Mounted.
Did I
She
just say it?
mounted.
I don't
the
know.
bike.
She
Did I just
mounted
say
it.
I don't
Look at
know.
Nico's face.
She was showing her hoo-ha to everybody.
She didn't get on the bike.
The bike
She
mounted. the
mounted.
bike.
No one mounts a bike. You don't hear Hell's Angels go, hey, let's mount our bikes. They get on the bike.
That's a horse.
what we
She was
do.
mounting every bike she could get her hands on. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh my gosh! I don't know the proper terminology. That's
Clearly.
I
Guys,
like
she was
riding
the
the bike.
friendliest girl in the parking lot. I'll tell you that right now.
Aw, you're too sweet. But I have to say, when I got off the bike, the
Getting off
next
is
morning I
right,
couldn't
yes.
walk because I threw out my bag.
Oh,
my
God.
It's the best. That means you do like a
Oh, my
split to get
gosh.
your leg around.
You must have mounted that bike real good.
Well,
Stuck in the seat. It was crazy.
Hold on. You can't say stuff like that. The raffle tickets are gonna go down.
oh yeah. Well,
Again, if you want to win a date with Denise.
well, they're
And you got
pimping
a
me out
motorcycle,
again.
It's gonna cost you.
Yeah, once again, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to make sure that you tune in and see our facial expressions and how we're actually sharing, because all the things everything we say is true. There's nothing made up. Everything, these things actually do happen. If you have comments that you want to share, you can go to our Facebook page. That's the Six Barrel Power Up Hour, and share your thoughts, whatever you wish to say to us. So long as we can read it, we'll read it.
And if you have 5 cents, you can send a self-addressed stamped envelope, and we'll give you instructions on
how
how
to do
to
it.
mount a bike.
I got nothing. Got nothing after that. Well, bike night was a lot of fun. I had not been there. I think I would like to go back to the motorcycles that were there, the trikes or the
Slingshot.
slingshots. Yes, they're amazing.
They got those
Amazing.
new Can-Ams, which is like a real live dune buggy, I believe.
Yeah, like an
right?
expensive
Yeah,
dune
incredible.
buggy.
And they're free legal. It was, but they don't have any windows or anything. So if it's raining, you're in a pickle.
Yeah. It was a lot of exotic motorcycles to see and different creatives, but very, very nice group of people.
Yeah,
they
no,
compose
yes.
themselves,
Even
right?
though they're biker gangs, what have you, they're all gentlemen and what have you. There's no kind of nonsense.
Yeah, they kill each other afterwards.
Right.
It's still dangerous. I mean, on the way home, I actually witnessed 2 bikes.
Oh
right
yeah,
on
you
a-
saw. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
two kids on their motorcycles. Luckily, they were able to walk, but one broke his arm, and it looked like soup. It just looked like a spaghetti string because
Oh, I don't.
it looked awful. But
And
he was walking. That's the good news.
With 5 more cents and a self-addressed stamped envelope, we'll send you a picture of the soup-looking arm.
There you have it. That's
Asubuku.
Anthony with his sense of humor. I just love it. So we're going to turn it over to Kenny because we have some interesting things happening here in the
Chop
Sixth
it up,
Borough.
baby.
Go ahead. Bring it on.
So, really excited to announce that the first showing of my movie, The Squad, is going to be in Houston, May 4th.
May 4th.
Congratulations.
So I'm
That's
very excited
fantastic.
about that.
How
So
come I'm not in it?
I don't know. I
don't either.
I think you were shooting something already.
No,
don't know.
I think that's
pretty sure.
nonsense. That's what I
We'll have
think.
to make something happen.
Yeah, we will, because it may not get shown after if if I'm not around.
We'll take care of that.
Yeah, we take care of that. That's what I do.
Joe. We got spring break.
So in Houston,
Thank
So
you.
yeah, in Houston,
Yeah.
well, what's about? Who's in it and what?
Oh, so
yeah, please.
we got Robert Lasardo is in it. I'm in it, and
I'm not in it.
Tyler Gallant, who's been on the show as well. It's got a
man won.
Juan Vasquez. We got it's just all the rappers from Houston are in it. ESG's in it.
Did you write it?
No, Juan wrote it,
Yeah.
and
That's a true story.
it's based on a true story about the first police squad in Houston. That was an all Chicano squad.
Wow.
And what they did was they wanted to combat the crime that was going on in immigrant communities. And so what they did, they put together this Chicano squad to go into the communities and say, listen, we're not here to worry about your diplomatic status. We're here to make while you're here safe.
Did you get cooperation from Houston? Sometimes
Yes, we
municipalities.
even got, they gave us an old police car to use.
Ah, excellent.
It was really cool. It was a former, he was a helicopter pilot. He bought the old car and restored it completely. And then he ended up passing away in an accident on duty.
So is it a period piece? Like
Yes.
What
yeah.
year?
Like between 70s and 80s, like late 70s, early 80s.
challenge? That's a challenge to
Yes.
all the cars, all the people, all the clothes.
Great
oh my
years.
God,
Yes.
those are great years.
And let me tell you, it was hot because we were filming in Houston, and it was like 106 degrees, but we were supposed to be like, guess kind of wintertime. So we had like these suede coats on and corduroy coats on. It was insane.
Yeah.
But it was a wild time. We had people falling off the roofs. It was a really cool movie to be a part of, to shoot it, to be on scene, to be out there in Houston. It was really an amazing experience, a story. And I actually stayed on set even when I wasn't in the scenes. I watched almost everything filmed. So I knew, I was like, wow, this is really cool to see these people that are
Is
like,
that your first movie, Ken, that you did?
no, I my first movie that I actually starred in was Crossing the Line.
Okay.
That was on Amazon Prime. But before that, a lot of my roles were like, just cameo type roles. And because, it's funny how I got into it is my whole thing was I wanted to get my artwork and my product into movies. to make them like memorabilia. But every time I was meeting all the directors, like, hey, I got a part for you, and this is how I started
That's how you got it.
getting into the movies. And it's really cool because I have all my products in the movies with me, so my art and my products do appear in every movie I'm in.
There's some rough scenes in there, but be as it
Oh.
may. Yeah.
Well, it covers a lot of sensitive topics from trafficking, and that whole thing that's going on in there. We really exposed a lot. They did expose a lot, so it's really cool. And to pay homage to the first Chicano Squad.
You have a
Pretty cool.
deal on it? Do they get a distribution deal? Is it going to?
We're working on that right now. Right now, we're gonna do some. He's got like a tour that he's putting together with a movie company that we're gonna do like 36 cities. But I haven't gotten
here?
it.
When's the premiere here going to be?
We're looking at May 12th, so we're
Right.
trying to sign everything up. So I should be announcing that maybe next week.
I'm excited for you. Thank you.
So
Yeah, that's
I'm
huge. That's
absolutely proud of
fantastic.
you, bro. You have no idea, man. I'm super proud of you.
thank you,
For
thank
real.
you. I'm really excited.
Joe, I told him if he makes it big, you and I are going to show up at every single one of his movies. They're like, cut! What the hell's going on here? Oh, it's Joe and Nico. Get off the set! Stuff like that.
But you know what we have? We have what Florida's known for:
Yes.
spring break.
Yes.
So I took advantage of spring break. I took vacation. I went
you
out
went
to
away,
Universal. Yeah, it was nice. I had a great
How
time.
was that, bro? I saw the pictures.
It was great. I had a great time. And my kids are older, so they're having fun and they remember it.
Oh,
you
that's
know.
what's up.
But it was packed. It was pretty full for a Monday.
Right.
you know.
Do you know how old spring break is?
Spring break, actually, let me tell you, it's got quite a history.
It does.
And it goes beyond Florida. This is the crazy ancient Greeks did this, right? So,
Greeks had a party.
yeah, they would do it. It was 3 days during springtime. And it was Dicelius. Dicelius.
Are you getting like her now with the research?
Yeah. Yeah, hey, listen, I had to know.
Nico.
I gotta know.
You have to inform our audience.
But you know, I like
Up
to
to
research.
speed.
Yeah, wait, but before that, it was Easter vacation. That's what it was
Shout out to
until it became
Catholics.
politically correct.
Exactly. He's absolutely right.
That's all it was.
We're in
Christmas
school. It was
break.
Easter vacation.
Yeah, Easter vacation. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I
You
never thought
graduated
about
from Easter vacation to
yeah.
spring vacation.
I thought it became when you were in like high school, then it becomes spring break. But when you're in grammar school,
little.
then
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
get that whole week off.
yeah.
Yeah, and I guess the thing was it's an Easter thing, but it's also Ramadan. It's also
Yeah.
A variety of other religions that all have the same thing. So they changed it to make it uniform, and now it's spring break. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I was younger, I had a spring break thing. I said to my mom, I was 17, I'm going to Florida for spring break. I didn't say, can I please? And she said, really? And I said, yeah. And I bought watch this, a $40 car, $40 car, drove it all the way there and all the way back, and ended up selling it for $300. And before my mom died, I said, how did you let me go on vacation for spring break? She said, how was I going to stop you?
Yeah.
Drove all the way there, got arrested, because it's a long story.
We had
That's-
a commentary about
That's
that.
his line.
Come on vacation, leave on probation.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Haha, you know it.
And that's in Broward County, folks.
That's right.
one of the boroughs of the 6th borough.
Yes.
Hey, if you're lucky enough, you go to Miami, you could get shot. It's never too late.
Nope. that's
Yes,
true.
they actually had to put a curfew because of a party that
Again.
went wild and there was a
Put
shooting.
curfeue in? I
Yeah.
know they're
Yes.
It
talking
didn't
about it.
pass. I don't
Once
think it
again, it's got to be the
passed.
Catholics.
They screwed with the liquor stores. The liquor stores are pissed.
Oh, wow.
They stopped the liquor sales after midnight, I think.
Well, I think the most recent update is that it did not go through. It was overturned because it was taking money out of the pockets of those that were making money during this period of time.
I mean, that's how we make money in Florida, by the people that come
Tourists,
down here and
yeah.
spend.
Vacationers.
And
It
they
gets out of
We got
control.
Ultra this weekend too. That's like
Yes.
how many thousand, 100-something thousand people?
Whew.
And then we have a Burning Man thing that was kind of just recently. Yeah.
did?
Yeah. A version. I think it was on Key Biscayne, around in there.
Oh, it could have been.
It was a
very
whole
well
weekend,
said.
yeah.
Well, I know on spring break, when I was talking to Kenny about this, it actually, I think it started here in the 1930s.
1930s,
Yeah,
yes.
the 1930s here in Florida, and it carried through. Here we
And-
are today. I don't know what 1930s. Do the math from
And
there.
you were born.
Yes, when I was born. My goodness,
Joe.
I'm gonna get a beating
Joe.
afterwards.
So I actually have some cool. So here it is, because I did research it. The real start of spring break, as we know it, was in the mid 1930s when a swimming coach from Colgate University. It's like I wonder if it's the
What the hell did it look like down here in 1930s? I couldn't
upstate New
imagine.
York. Decided to take his team down to Florida for some early training in brand new Olympic-sized pools in Fort Lauderdale. The
They had those Esther Williams bathing caps on with the
right.
flowers on the side.
Yo,
Yes, with the flowers, the
Yeah,
rubber
that's it.
flowers. There you go.
There it is.
There
There
it
it
is.
is.
Spring break right there.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That's the wet T-shirt
Nico,
contest
we're
right
all-
there.
Joe, get in there, buddy. Get in there, Joe. Hot off the press. Like, Jesus. Tastes like
You know what?
seaweed. It's delicious.
I gotta say, I'm glad I wasn't designing bathing suits in that era.
More Catholics on the beach.
Well, I would like to all of you to know that I'm having issues here with my mic. I'm told that I need to relocate it.
Yeah, look where it is, though. I just,
I did so.
all the viewers, that's why they watch, I think, where your microphone's located. We should do a little thing.
Find the mic.
Okay, we have
Tell me
the
his
we
microphone.
have the
Look at it, just so
operation board
placed
going
so
nuts.
perfectly.
So there were meccas of spring break, right? There were Daytona
Yes.
Beach, and there was Fort Lauderdale Beach, and Spring Break the movie, and then there was Annette Funicello, and that
Yep.
what it brought most of the
Frankie
people
Avalon,
down.
yeah.
Lauderdale,
Frank-
right?
yeah, Fort Lauderdale, right
Yeah.
there, and it got so out of hand, and the demographic changed near Los Olas that people shut it down. They said no more Spring Break in Fort
Yeah.
Lauderdale, but people were dying. They were jumping off the balconies of their
It was out of
into
control.
It was
pools.
awesome.
You couldn't drive. You couldn't drive from Sunrise to,
No,
to
it's two
17th
ways.
Street. It took an hour and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same like on the beach in Daytona. Same exact
Yeah.
thing.
Do they still have you? Can you still drive on the beach in Daytona?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And you can still drive in Fort Lauderdale, but I know that now it's all like you used to be able to park right on the beach,
Yeah.
but that's all gone.
Well,
It's got a
years
railing
ago, it
now.
used to be two ways. Like you could.
Yeah.
Traffic was both ways. It was crazy.
I wasn't allowed to participate. My parents did not permit me.
But every time
To
I
come
went
down.
to Daytona, I used to get stuck in the sand.
Or, yeah, or you left and passed out or something. You came back and your car was underwater
Yeah,
because the tide caught it.
Didn't get that bad, but the car. I have one picture of my '87 Trans.
There
There
it
you
is.
go.
Sticking
We have a
out.
picture
Joe's
of
right
what-
there. Look.
That was
back in the
actually
day.
the Daytona 500 started on that.
swear I
That was
see it,
part
Joe.
of
Started
it.
right there, exactly.
It looks like a big pickle. Look at him.
Anthony's right. It started on the beach.
Yeah.
The Daytona 500 started on the beach.
I'm going to say it again, folks. If you are sitting back on 95, that's great. Just stay tuned. But if you can tune in just to also get the experience of what we're sharing and watching it live, just go to our website. That's www.powerupradio.tv. Yeah, there it is. Lots of different things can happen.
Joe,
we're
you
we're
can't
bringing
park
you back
here.
in time. That's the goal.
You can't park here, sir.
But, you know,
Yeah,
that,
those are all cars being swallowed by the surf.
by the surf, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, today I do know that Fort Lauderdale indeed is the known spot for many, many years for being the spring break vacation during when kids are out of school and college and so on. But they've done a much better job at controlling everything
They're
now.
very strict.
Yeah.
Me and Nico
Yeah.
rode down there a couple weeks ago to throw us out.
That
Remember?
threw us out. They
Well,
wouldn't
that's
let
why I
us
moved
get
to
off the
Miami
bike.
Beach. That's why I moved to Miami Beach. But before that, it moved to Key West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Key West didn't want to tolerate it either. And
Yeah.
then it went to Cancun.
Panama City too, right?
Yeah, Panama City.
Right, Panama City was big.
But
that's
me
still
and him
running there.
was sitting there for 2 seconds, and the cop told
seconds,
us
then
to
they threw
move.
us out.
Get out of here.
When you see the pictures from Fort Lauderdale, the old pictures from Fort Lauderdale, they always show Las Olas, NA1A right there. That building was actually declared like a landmark. They tried
And
to tear
that
it
would
down.
be the elbow room.
The elbow room.
Still
Yes,
there.
the
Yes.
elbow room,
Still there.
absolutely.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
still
there.
there.
I do frequent there, people, if anyone wants to know, on Sunday afternoons between 1 and 4.
Maybe that's where we should hold the raffle.
I did a movie with Robert Conrad. I don't know if you guys
Yes,
know
of
who he was.
course.
And it was during spring break, and he was a cop, and I was a drug dealer, and he rouses me. And he used to hang out at the elbow room. His mom lived at called Ocean Mile. So anyway, doing this movie, and I had to walk from wherever base camp was.
There you go.
Down past the Swimming Hall of Fame, where he pulls me over in this Mercedes, opens the trunk, and there's all this cocaine there. What I wanted to say was, while I was walking maybe 10 blocks, almost every single, I'm wearing a Fort Lauderdale police band, they're spitting on me. Hey, pig, hey, and I said to my escort, I said, are you kidding me? It was the first time that I was a uniformed officer. I've been now 1,000 times, and I said, he goes, yeah.
When
That's
was
what
that?
we go through all
What
the.
year?
It was Charlie Hanna was the name of the show. I would say it was probably not even 80, 70 something. Yeah.
Well, the 1980s certainly was the highlight for spring break.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was, the years of really where spring break
When it
was
was
at
at,
its.
when it was crazy. The '60s, it was like the cool,
When
MTV, yeah. MTV was.
When MTV recorded Spring Break,
There you
is that
go.
when it got more publicity?
That's true,
and
MTV,
became
yeah.
more
Yeah, that's
popular?
like 84 around in there.
That's
that
when
time.
MTV
yeah.
actually showed videos.
Yeah, they had music.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, we got to go to commercial, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go to commercial real quick. But is that you back there, Anthony?
That is me in the wet T-shirt contest.
There you go.
The wet
I
jockey
thought I
short
recognized
contest.
him.
Yeah.
All righty, everyone, we're gonna go over to a commercial right quick. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, technical D. All right, we'll be back momentarily. Only at the Sixth Borough. Another day in the life, baby. Boca Raton, stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. Boca Raton, stand up. Only at the Sixth Borough. Now you know. Let's go.
WWNN Pompano Beach, WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. Your home for the true oldies channel. Alexa rocks, and now so do you.
How can I help you?
Just say, Alexa, play True Oldies FLA.
Okay, playing it now.
Now, you've got the good time oldies. After our previous all-time record-breaking attendance concert, we're back. This time with a Motown tribute. The True Oldies Channel and Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation present the last show of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. And we've left the best for last. On Saturday, April 8th, come see one of the most exciting and vibrant shows yet with Legends of Motown with the Crush Party Band. Get ready to dance the night away to some of the greatest Motown hits of all time. The Crush Party Band's Legends of Motown will take you on a trip through some of the greatest songs of the 60s and 70s. This free show is open to the public, but VIP pod seating is also available for purchase at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Don't be left out. It's the grand finale of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. Saturday, April 8th at the Seabreeze Amphitheater in Jupiter, 750 South State Route A1A. Brought to you by Margaritaville at Sea, Sloman's 1-800-ALARM-ME, the Robes Law Group, the Jupiter Joe Money Show, online at JupiterJoe.com, and the True Oldies Channel. For more information or VIP seating, visit TrueOldiesFLA.com.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Hideaway. We have Solar Tom and, of course, Pizza Rica, only at the Sixth Borough, the sexiest place to be every Friday night from 6:30 to 8:30. All right, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take it back. It's going to be an incredible show. Are you ready? Turn up your radios. Take it away, Denise.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Sixth Borough. Once again, we are live, and we have our guest with us, who is Anthony Carone, who is being with us and co-hosting with us today. We thank you very much for being with us, and we've been actually talking about spring break and bringing memories on the forefront of what it's like and the craziness that's been going on here in Fort Lauderdale, but it is tradition for us, and it's a Sixth Borough thing. This is what we do down here. So let's, at this point, we're going to, I think we have our new guest that we're going to be talking about.
Yes.
So let's see what we have going on, and Joe?
Excuse me. Were you looking for the pickles?
What we got?
My seven pickles.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the Pickle Man, handing out boxes of swag.
It's a snippet. Say that back.
My seven pickles.
Stick it and dip it kit.
Zip it
From
and dip it.
fatpickle.com.
So we have a UPS delivery.
Fatpickle.com.
So while you open that, I'm going to tell you how I met.
Dude, please, share.
So Keith and I used to sell timeshare, and there was a thing where we knew that when people came in and go on a tour, show them, right? It's a shirt, pickle, stickle.
We got the pickle.
A pickle and a stickle?
We got the stick. We got the dip.
Right there.
You're ahead of me. I'm having
What do you got,
There's a special card in there for you, too, for each of you as well.
Hey,
Hey, Joe, what are you disrespecting you, Joe? He called you a fat
Hey,
pickle.
Pickle Puss.
So it's gorgeous. So everybody's got one of
fat
those.
pickle right here.
So, but what we
I
used to
need
do
an
is we used to
assistant.
start when we do these tours.
did it.
We'd wait for our off, and people would say, "Hey, look, we're going to go timeshare thing, and don't buy nothing. You're going to buy nothing, and just the guy's going to talk. And in an hour and a half, we're leaving, and they made a deal with them. So I would show up, and I would have this jar of pickles, little pickles. You know, people would come and sit down by me. I would say, look, I know you got a bad taste in your mouth about timeshare and vacation ownership, so let's erase that and let's all have the same sour taste in our mouth. And I ate a pickle, and he saw that, and he was like, what are you doing? And then we became friends since. We've been friends for, I don't know, 10, 12, 20 years.
20
Yeah,
years.
20
Wow,
years.
that's
Long
incredible
time.
story. That's how you came up with the concept?
It's years later when I came up with the concept was based on this. We saw the way that people reacted to pickles. And we're in a very unique time right now where pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America. And I do go to a lot of special events as a Floridian down here, and I see a lot of things for sale at these events, and it's become a fried Oreo and a funnel cake type of world. You know, it's a very unique thing to be able to give something. We basically sell smiles is what we did. We figured out a way to package and sell a smile.
Tell us what's in the kit.
But what kind of pickle?
Besides
Is
the
it kosher
shirt.
pickle?
So
I mean,
the pickle itself, I mean, it's a fat pickle. It's probably the fattest pickle you'll ever find. It's a whole kosher dill pickle.
oh, there it is.
All
That's it.
natural, vegan, kosher,
Oh, there
no
you
added
go.
ingredients. And this pickle also, what we do is we do the juice. So you got a raw pickle juice shots that we sell. This
So is there
helps
alcohol
with.
in that? Is there alcohol?
No,
Well,
it's
we
just pickle juice.
we brought the alcohol
Wait a minute,
just
Joe.
in case we want to get involved with that in a little bit later.
Not to step on you, Keith, but I'm in New York at an Irish bar, and these kids are ordering shots of, and they want a pickle back. And I said, what? What are you
I
doing?
never heard of it either.
Yes.
Yeah, are you ruining this wonderful 12-year-old scotch with it? And they're like, yes.
Well, the idea is that you don't drink the pickle juice with the scotch.
Chase it.
You chase it.
Chase it.
And it's it takes away some of that bite, you know. Also, you know, there's electrolytes that the pickle juice delivers. So
helps the hangover.
all of that kind of good stuff.
Oh, it
Yes.
helps a hangover?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if
My
we
son
hang
played
over.
high-level hockey, And there were kids on the side that would squirt pickle juice into their mouths to quench their thirst.
Right.
There's
Everyone-
a ton of use. Dirty martinis can be made with it. There's a ton of stuff.
Everyone, just real quick, we actually. Hi, Tommy Harding.
Tommy.
Thanks so much for
Tommy.
tuning in.
Tommy!
We have Keith Gutterman with us. Who
Pickles are
is-
good for you, Tommy.
who's
Thank you.
Yes, who's representing and bringing and talking about this great concept that he's ran with, along with the support of Anthony. So, Joe, you have a phone call.
No, I don't. Sorry. Pickle call.
Pickle alarm.
Pickle calls all the time.
Pickle
All
call.
the time.
So, Anthony, actually, you were sharing how this all came to be, but more specifically, when I was speaking to Keith, he actually shared with me that it was at a Renaissance festival. That
Yes.
pretty much, right?
They go through I don't know how many barrels
So
of this stuff. that they go through.
I went there with my daughter to this Renaissance Festival, and anybody that's been to the Renaissance Festival at Quiet Waters Park in Deerfield Beach has seen this gentleman dressed up like a pirate with a big red bushy beard, and he's just screaming at the top of his lungs just like this, pickles, and you can't help but turn around and see what that was. And when you turn around, this gentleman is placing these pickles in women and men's mouths with tongs. No paper, no wrapper, no nothing.
What do they cost? Like $5?
$3.
$3.
$3.
Yeah.
And I'm watching, and I decided to get a timer and time how many pickles he's selling in a minute. Roughly about 9 pickles a minute.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And I'm a marketer, by heart, and I'm looking at this and I'm saying, good Lord, that's the answer. It was like an angel voice from heaven. So I started kicking around. If I did this, what would you call something like this? And I like the suggestiveness.
Or more importantly, how would you get it out, right?
How do you educate people?
Well, not even that. It's
you
a
pull the
gift,
pickle
is
out?
what it is. It's a gram. You send it so what can you send? Flowers, and you can send these little
Yes.
fruit baskets and maybe chocolates. But this is unique enough that it's a little off color, but not, and it's teasing and it's.
Oh, there you
clever.
go on the screen. It's
There it
nice.
is,
Oh, you
right
gotta
there.
stick
Let
it
me
up
share
every
what's in the
inch
kit.
counts. There it
So
is.
in your kit right
That's what I
now,
was just going to ask you.
this is a brand new product that we're just breaking. You're the first to see it. So this is a prototype. And what this is the stick it and dip it kit. So at events, what we do is we sell as an upgrade. A customer can get a pickle, and we take one of these sticks
Oh, you
and
mean
we
like
stick
this?
it right up the back of the pickle.
She handles
Oh,
that
right up the
pickle
back
well.
there?
And then you
Oh,
have
yeah.
those little cups in front of you, and in those cups is tahini, ranch, and everything bagel seasoning.
This one here.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
let it squirt on your
and Joe,
pants,
you
Denise.
just put the tip right in
Denise,
there.
somebody cut back on Denise.
and then,
She's eating the
and
pickle.
enjoy, and that's it.
And what is this
Hey,
one?
guys in the back, cut back
So
on
that's
Denise.
ranch.
Ranch. And this one?
That's
who's running this
tahini,
show?
hot and spicy.
You
And,
want to
and then
Cut back on Denise.
Denise just took a bite of the
let
pickle,
Denise,
and I'm
let
telling
Denise
you,
dip
here.
that tip in some
Wait.
everything bagel.
Yo, Joe, quick.
Just went already.
Joe, quick, put it in your mouth.
the raffle tickets
I
just
can't wait
went
till the
up.
guys in New York see Joe sucking on a pickle on a stick. It's the best day ever.
You're not going to see that here.
In addition to that, in the kit,
I'll eat my pickle in private.
I think you can see how much fun it is. So it's
Yes.
we sell smiles.
Honey, with the pickle.
It's actually very refreshing. It's really good. Can you open that? I want to see what
Sure.
it's
You
like.
want to dip the stick?
I've
Yeah.
never thought of like taking a pickle and actually dipping.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dipping it into right now.
we're getting into some ranch right now, right,
It's
Denise?
ranch.
Yeah.
Is that what
That's
I'm
ranch
doing?
right there.
Denise just cursed me
We're
out
thinking
of
about
that.
also putting a little, sort of a guide around it, like a sword fighting thing, so that the juice doesn't drip all over everything.
Well, in the
Wow.
pack, in your
How's that
pickle
dip?
pack,
Good?
you got a wrapper as well.
That's the ranch
There you
stick.
go. That's
So
the
you
wrapper.
drop your pickle right in the wrapper.
Show them the wrapper, Joe.
Yeah, he's got a pickle wrap.
You got a
I
pickle
got a
wrap.
wrapper.
Wrap your
Yeah,
pickle.
wrap
will
your
you?
pickle, man.
Yeah.
You always
And then
gotta wrap
also,
your
You always got to wrap your pickle, especially on spring break.
so
Denise is bigger than you had expected. I mean, it's a pretty large pickle.
Now, this
I mean,
is
not
the-
that we're a picture,
This is
pickle
the everything
connoisseur,
bagel.
but
That's
you
the
barely
everything
put that in your
bagel.
mouth,
Everything
Denise. I
bagel.
noticed. Stay focused on Denise, camera people.
yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the money
She's
shot.
a keeper.
It's
You're
like I
right,
wrap your
Keith.
pickle.
Keith, she's a keeper for.
That's the one.
He's a
Shitska.
keeper.
She's a keeper for a shitska. She's good for a nice cat.
Wait, this is the one I want you to
Look at the way
try.
she took that pickle. Oh my
Tahiti hot.
That's the
I
hot
don't
stuff.
like
right
Shem
there.
is with us.
Careful with the
Just
stick.
try a little bit.
Let me tell you, I don't think
She's
people.
going to OD on this. Maybe she's just taking bite after bite
She's
after
gonna have a
bite.
stomach ache.
Zero calories, Denise. That's the good
Zero
news.
calories.
And it's
Zero
good for your
calories.
gut biome.
So tell me about the health benefits of a pickle, honestly.
So
Electrolytes, right?
it's the electrolytes, and it's really in the juice of the pickle, not necessarily the pickle rind or anything around it.
And potassium,
or the
aren't they high in potassium?
What's that? A lot of potassium and a great source of potassium.
Yeah, second to coconut
It
oil.
also helps with cramps, as we talked about, fatigue, muscle fatigue, hangovers.
What do you rub it on your muscle?
Well, you would want to ingest,
Oh, yeah,
and
I
it'll
gotcha.
kind of
I'm
gets in the
playing with
bloodstream. You know?
Yeah.
If I really jump in real quick, I just had the spicy.
Is it good?
Oh my gosh, and I don't like spicy
She don't like
food.
spicy stuff, do you? Either?
But this was really good. It's between the sweet and sour and the spicy.
Yeah.
It's a perfect match. It's like a potato chip.
It's a great combination. Maybe after the next commercial break, we'll do a pickleback shot.
Oh yeah.
Woohoo.
Yeah. But honestly, I mean, the reason why I found this so interesting because, you know, we are going to be introducing a segment, which is a health segment.
Right.
Living the 6-barrel lifestyle of being healthy. And I'm going to say to you right now,
There
this
you
is part of the health segment.
Lisa and Brian.
Lisa
I'd
Bryan's
love to
gonna
come
be
back for
coming
that.
on, living your best version of you.
You come back
And-
anytime you want, brother.
No, we want you back because Lisa needs to know about you, and so does Brian because they also do a recommendation on a diet. But this here, the pickle, if you're living in South Florida for electrolyte reasons, you know, if you're running or, you know, if you're overheating, I'm assuming this is a good thing. Is that right?
Yeah, and I got to tell you, when we sell these at the events, you would think it would be more of an adult audience that would appreciate this. And it is suggestive, but it's still fun and family friendly. The kids love the product, and it's really cool because parents have a healthy snack option that the kids can come and get at these events over a fried Oreo or any other stuff that they might normally get at these fairs or events. Especially when you see a kid teething, there is nothing cooler than a teething toddler eating a big pickle
And watching his face react to it.
It just gets everywhere.
Their face goes crazy.
It's a distraction. That can't be soothing. It's just a distraction.
They're eating that thing like it's something else. A little over a year, Joe.
So, Keith, do you have a food truck or do you have a booth?
So
Like, what's going on there?
we do booths at events, and we're actually right down the street from the studio here.
What was the last event we were at?
The South Florida Fair. 17 days straight at the South Florida Fair.
Sold
And
out.
We sold out.
out.
We sold more than 4,000
Wow.
pickles at the South Florida Fair, and we didn't sell them cheap. These are not the cheap pickles. Matter of fact, right now we're currently marketing. We'll be launching before Mother's Day the most expensive pickle
Here
in
comes
the
a
world.
drum roll.
Most expensive pickle in the world.
How much?
So, fatpickle.com, $149.95.
Why is it so expensive?
It's for your mom. When you want to spend
It's for your mom.
$149 for your mom,
Yeah, Mom,
why?
there's a
What's
pickle.
with you?
It's because every inch counts, Joe. That's why. Look on
Every
the
inch
screen.
counts,
Every inch
Joe.
counts. That's
How big-
why.
What's it, a big pickle?
So, well, the pickle
Mom-sized
you have
pickle.
is a pretty big
Yeah,
pickle,
it's
right?
gigantic. That's
So
what she told me.
this pickle,
No. Nico's very interested on whether or not I finished the pickle. I paused.
this pickle comes in a leather-bound presentation box, like a bottle of Henry IV cognac. Comes in a crystal container, and it is floating in 24-karat gold leaf flakes that are in there like a Goldschlager.
So, are you saying you're going to come on back on our show, and you're going to show us what this looks like?
You will see right here, folks.
Right
the
here.
world's most expensive pickle is coming
We're
soon.
pulling up
right
in
here.
a Brinks truck, too.
You're pulling up in the Brinks truck.
Let me tell you,
Right
for
here in the
those
sixth borough.
of you that are on the air, that are just listening in your car on the radio, the size of the pickle is really unreal because normally they come in a jar. This thing has to be on its own. This thing's the size of like a regular cucumber.
What's going on here?
Like it's not a pickle. It's huge. I was like,
if I may, it
whoa.
has girth.
Yes,
It has girth.
It's
Has
about
girth.
8 inches long.
Denise, very well put.
8 inches long and about as round as your wrist.
Anthony, I like to think about this as helping a cucumber reach its full potential. Really, that's what this is all about.
Yes.
Now, are you guys partners with this pickle?
We pickle
We
partner
love
on
each
some
other,
things.
not in a pickly
pickle back
way.
in, like,
we
what
pickle
the-
We're
back
not
on
picklebackers.
pickle back on a few things.
You share your shekels from the pickle profits?
Yeah, we've been involved in a couple things.
Yes.
Keith is
I think
everywhere.
it's a great
Keith is a
idea.
very, very brilliant guy. He's a wonderful marketing guy.
Thanks, Anthony.
He's the sham wow of the world to me. And
Oh,
every
that's
time-
what's up,
He
bro.
calls
Yo,
me up
that's
and
a
I'm
great-
like, yeah, I'll pass. Yeah, I'll pass.
Great
And then this one, I went, I'm in.
compliment,
I'm in.
So what I want to say, though, is I'm the only one on here on the floor that actually just tasted the pickle, and it's very, very good. And I'm a finicky eater, as everyone knows. But that is very good. It was outstanding, in fact.
Thank you,
and
thank you.
I ventured out. But on the bottom of everything to be said, this is what we call entrepreneurial activity at its finest.
No, Pet Rock was, but this is close.
Oh, we're on the yes. We got to talk about the pet rock, but the fat pickle. I mean, just the name, and taking something from watching it to where it is now, and marketing it and making it a company. The concept, the everything. This is really a great I would say, a business study.
Thank you.
You know,
Well,
taking
also, can
something
you-
so simple like a pickle and bringing it to the level that you did.
Can you
The viewers,
imagine
don't
it
forget
on
to-
Mother's Day, someone going to the door and knock, and somebody delivers it, and nobody knows, and they open it up? I mean, it's going to be the highlight of the whole event.
That needs to be all over the internet. Every time a
It
mom
will be.
opens that up, that has to be recorded.
Yeah, it will be. So it's great.
So
And
the
we-
mom. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say there's one. The sauces are something that we are every single one, but there's a new sauce that he and I argue over.
So when you say sauce, just that are
Yeah, let's call it the dips.
so the dip.
dip,
So just for those of you that are not watching or are curious, it's actually in powder format. So I feel like I'm doing an infomercial, which I've done many times. It's in powder format, and you have different flavors. So when you actually receive it, you don't have to worry about it dripping or anything like that because it's an actual powder dip. That's what you want to really look at.
The
And
flavor crystals.
Flavor crystals, if you will.
flavor crystals, is that what you want to call it?
Patented flavor crystals.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So what's the next
The
flavor?
next flavor is peanut butter.
What?
Yeah, what?
Anthony loves peanut butter and pickles.
Oh, cousin Vinny, Joe is
Have
wearing
you
a
ever-
white shirt.
Have you ever?
Hey, thank you for noticing. And it's a schmedium.
Schmedium.
It's a schmedium.
He says that because the guy who just commented, he wears he's like a triple X and he wears a schmedium every time he walks in. I'm
Great.
like, Minga, bro, you work out. He's like, no, I buy my T-shirt small.
A man of a heart of gold, though.
And cousin Joe
Oh no, great
DeLuce
guy.
said
We
hi.
love him. No, he's part of the mishpucha, but you know we tease him all the time.
Say hi to cousin
His mother
Joe
puts
DeLuce.
raisins in
Hi,
meatballs.
cousin. Hi, cousin
Wow.
Joe.
Yeah.
But going back to the whole concept, we are behind you.
You didn't answer my question.
I want to hear
Have
the
you
question.
ever had a peanut butter and pickle sandwich?
I have never had a peanut butter and pickle. Actually,
It'll
it
be
just-
the most favorite sandwich
I
you've
don't
ever
know.
had in your entire life.
I've heard of peanut butter.
You promise to
bananas.
come back and make that
Better.
for us?
Really? I'm gonna
Yes.
try.
Will you
I've
come
heard
back
of
and make that
bananas
for
and
us?
Joe likes
Oh, for
pickles
me?
on peanuts.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, you heard it, folks. Anthony's coming back to make me a pickle and peanut butter sandwich.
Toast
You
and
fry
peanut
'em or you
butter.
just-
No, you just slice it and put it on between thick peanut butter and the peanut butter's got its own thing, but the
Oh, look
Oh,
at that.
there it is.
yeah,
There you go.
beautiful.
Don't pregnant
Elvis
One of the
women
most
have
famous-
those
Or was it banana and
weird-
peanut butter?
Twinkies.
Elvis did.
Oh my goodness, you can make it a Twinkie. It's
Well,
a-
I know people that have sliced it in half and gutted the seeds out of it and made sandwiches, just stuffed it with meat or like
I've seen
chicken
that
salad
before.
or whatever,
I've seen that
and eat it as instead of the
I've
sub.
seen cucumber sandwiches. So
Yeah,
people
similarly
do
like
things
that.
These
you know,
ideas
to the
definitely
mention-
came from pregnant women.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Don't pregnant women have all those weird cravings like mayo and bananas and peanut butter?
Like pickles and peanut butter for sure.
Well, want some pickles on a pizza, I think is what he's looking for.
What?
Pickles on a pizza. That's
Get
what's up
outta
next.
here.
Can I put pickles in a meatball? I don't know.
That's next, right?
That's next.
Yeah, no, don't put a no on that. That's
Who
that's
just
the
takes that
best
out?
sandwich in the world. All-time favorite sandwich. Right
In the
now.
song we
I'm gonna
mentioned,
try
put
it.
pickles on ice
Yeah,
cream
and there's
topping. It's
powdered
very
peanut
good on
butter
ice
you
cream
can
topping.
buy.
Yeah, that's
All
good.
these
I'd rather have that than the peanut butter and pizza.
Oh, look at this.
That's me. That's
Joe.
me. That's me when I see pineapple on pizza.
Oh, pickle on the pizza.
The Joe Pesci "I'm gonna die" look. The actual packaging itself is very interesting, and when I say interesting, it's fun.
Yes.
It's a fun looking package, and there's a lot of pickle juice in here. So,
Make those
fun fact for
pickleback
me
shots.
though, I actually, when I need to decompress, I will ask for a shot of tequila, reposado, chilled, and then I will ask for a beer, and I will actually chase it or put in between whatever, how you want to call it, pickle juice, and it's like, it tastes really, really good. Someone suggested I try that. But you can actually have multitasking. You can have a lot of use out of this little bag of juice.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm sorry, but I'm the kind of guy that when I would have pickles in my house, I would keep the jar and the broth and the brine, and then I would cut up celery and I put it in there. And make
Oh,
my own
that's a
jalapenos,
great idea.
And that way I can have that same flavor with that same crunch.
Right.
And celery is a negative calorie food. What we didn't talk about is the card, the personalization. That's
So
what we're
in
at.
the pack, if y'all read your card, you got a card there. Denise says.
Oh, it says, "Thank you very much, fatpickle.com." There it is.
When you go online to fatpickle.com and you order one of these picklograms, yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yep.
On the screen, you can see it. At checkout, there's a space that if after you've entered in the billing information, you put in the address of who you want to send this picklegram to, and there's a section where you would write a personalized message, and then our little pickle packagers will print that message
on
and
the
put it on the
back.
back of that postcard, and it shows up right at the house. Within 2 days. Was the first class we send it. It goes within 2 days, guaranteed anywhere in the U.S. And any of the fans from the show, go to the website. There's a promo code there. Anybody that wants to enter the 6th in the promo code box will get free shipping.
And you can actually go to our website because it's on the website.
Yeah.
And you go ahead and you go right under our guests. And if you select Fat Pickle, it'll bring you right to where you need to go, and you can put in your promo code. And we promise you, enter the word gift.
And also tell us what our website is.
Fatpickle.com. So easy to remember. So easy to remember. And it's a lot of fun on the site. There's right now you'll find the picklegram on there, and you'll find some T-shirts like we're all wearing right now. And we're ramping up for a big Mother's Day campaign here. And so be looking for some more stuff to be on that website as we get closer to Mother's Day.
I love it.
How's it going, Keith? Moving
Oh,
along?
really good. We just like any company, you go through some learnings, and we know down here shows and direct marketing. So I went to a lot of those shows in direct marketing and sold the pickles directly to customers. It's where the music was born. It's where the shtick was born, so to speak, and we see what people are reacting to. I'll be honest with you. I had no idea what a pickleback was until I started selling pickles.
I want to hear this. What a pickleback
and people
is.
were telling us, hey, you guys have the Jameson. You guys have the Jameson. I'm like, what the hell what the heck are they talking about? I have a mic problem, and I have a problem keeping up to my face. I'm allergic to it.
Pretend it's a pickle.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Put it in your mouth.
Hard to
Keith.
speak with a fat pickle in your mouth. It's in the song. It's in the song.
Get in there.
Put on the shtick.
That's
But that's why we brought you all some Jameson today to try it out. I did try it. It was awesome, and I learned a lot just from the customers.
Awesome.
I learned every pickle fact that I know. I would say from customers coming up and telling us. You'd be amazed how many people will come up to us at a show and say, "Oh, I see that you sell pickle juice. Did you know that pickle juice was good for this, that, whatever?"
Oh yeah, Keith. National Pickle Day.
know.
What? When? National Pickle Day.
November 14th. Google it.
What color is your favorite pickle?
Green.
Just keep it on your toes, Keith. Keep it on your toes, kid.
It's hard out here for a pickle.
Hold on, we have a guest that would like to ask a question.
Yes.
Keith, how long does a pickle stay fresh after it's opened and taken some bites from?
Great question. In the refrigerator, it's really pretty much as long as you enjoy the taste of it. Doesn't really spoil or go bad, and it's because of the vinegar content that's in the brine. It'll stick around. It's a preservative. It'll stick around for a long time. That said, if you have a warm pickle that you buy from like the grocery store shelf, not the refrigerator, and you open that sucker up and you don't put that in the refrigerator, within about 3 weeks, that pickle will become a black pickle, and then it becomes something that you might want to eat for all different kinds of reasons other than refreshment and health food.
Well, I'm looking at the ingredients. And it's straight out cucumber,
Yes.
water, salt, vinegar, and natural flavoring.
Vegan, all organic.
And gluten-free? And gluten-free?
And gluten-free, yes, and gluten-free.
Pickle
Now,
sorbet, I think.
At the end of it, we just love the name Fat Pickle, and all that good stuff worked out.
Big
So
fat-
that's beautiful.
It really is. So we make pickles, fat pickles. Lots of them. It's the fastest around. It says here we like to think of it as helping cucumbers reach their full potential.
That's
I
right.
love that. So in actuality, a pickle is a cucumber.
That's correct.
All right.
Atta girl.
And and where does it grow? On a tree or on a bush or in the ground? Anybody know?
A vine.
On a vine and on a bush.
A vine in the bush. There you heard it.
Did you know that most pickles are produced in the New York, New Jersey area?
Did not know that.
Wow, why is that?
I have no idea.
The
Could because
water.
the cold in the water.
The water.
Yeah, it's better over there too.
Probably good
water.
My grandparents, when they had the garden, they had the pickles,
Yep. And
the cucumbers.
I was told whenever you do, whenever I do a film or if you do a play, not to eat cucumbers because the seeds cause a gaseous burping that would come back on you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you're in the middle of a speech or something, and all of a sudden, oop, there you
So
are.
don't have
It's gonna
pickles.
happen to her now?
It will.
No.
They do give you some gas. I'll tell you that if you don't want.
No, well, maybe not more gas like that. No, it's the other. So he also is a very creative guy and has 2 songs that he's going to be a rapper. We're trying to figure out what our jingle's going to be. So
The songs, I got to tell you. So, I've always wanted to be in movies. I've always wanted to be in television. And being a friend of Anthony's through the years, I go to Anthony's acting classes. He's taught me a lot about stage presence, about reading, and how to, become a certain character. And the truth is, my own character is as much fun as any character. And I'm in the home improvement industry typically with my marketing. I run a lot of television and radio commercials in South Florida for home improvement industry. And pickles are so much more fun and allow me to be more of the creative person that I want to be. So these songs, As any writer, anybody will tell you, you could sit down sometimes for a year and not come up with anything. And then sometimes you could sit down with something for 5 minutes and it's just freaking magic.
That's what he says. I think I'm going to write a song. And he called me back 10 minutes later. What do you think? Like, wait, what?
And the fact is, when I went in and I recorded these songs, I went to a studio called Debonair Studios.
Oh, I know
in
Claudio.
Florida. Do you know Debonair, Claudio?
Man, I just said his name.
Yeah.
But I do not know him.
So Claudio produced these songs for me. And
Claudio's the best.
The best, dude.
And
when I got done with the songs,
30 years.
he looked at me and he's like, "This is dope, man."
Yeah, bro.
So I didn't really realize that I had it in me. I was doing it more as a goof to maybe have somebody else do it, and I bought more into the persona KGOG, which is this rapper in the song that's rapping about pickles. Because what the hell, it's fun. No one's gonna take me rapping about anything else.
What is KG? I know what OG is. What is KG?
Original gangster.
OG, original gangster.
Yeah, but what does KG mean?
Keith Gutterman.
Oh, I thought it was kosher guy or whatever.
Kosher gangster.
Keith Gutterman, original
Well, we did
gangster.
mention they're kosher, didn't we?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
They're
You
kosher.
may think about
Denise
putting
was
a
like, OG,
hermetically...
an old guy?
Old guy, KG old guy.
Yeah.
So after the break, we'll come back here to the song.
Yeah, we're actually going to go to a commercial break real quick so we can
Commercial
go ahead
break.
and hear your
Two versions. He's got two versions.
Your
two
jingle.
versions.
That's from fatpickle.com.
Yes, we'll get. Stay tuned, everyone. Learn more about the pickle.
We'll be back momentarily. The Sixth Borough. Stay tuned.
Six Borough.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. We got pickles.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the sexiest place to be every Friday night from 6:30 to 8:30. Only at the Sixth Borough Boca Raton Stand Up. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Hideaway. Quick shout out to Pizza Rica and to Solar Tom. Another day in the life here Friday night. We are live. Take it away, Denise and
Back, everyone, to the Sixth Borough. We're on our second hour of our show.
Already?
We're in the second hour of our show. That's what happens when you're having a fun time, and especially about talking about pickles. So,
That's it.
yes, talking about the pickles. So we are back here, and this is the second hour known as the Power Hour of the Sixth Borough, where we get into a little bit more information or story about a guest of ours that gives us their journey, and we talk about their how they got to where they are and where they are today and what they're doing, and we talk a lot about that. So we're going to continue just after our pickle because we have an extended part here about a pickle shot
Pickle
with Jameson.
back and pickle Jameson.
Let's see what this is all about.
Pickleback, right?
A pickleback.
That's right. It's called a pickleback. So we have some shots for you over here, some delicious Jameson. We brought the 18-year-old stuff here for you. Lynette, would you mind bringing some shots over? And we got some. We'll bring some.
A whole shot of the pickle juice, right?
Yeah, let's get some for
You,
you too, Nico.
you drink the. Well, we'll wait until you get them all passed out there. By the way, the 18's
Those
not
of
the
you
12.
that are listening and not able to see.
We're all over 21, first of all.
Yeah, and that's 18 years, not 12 years.
18 years, Jameson, and this. So what? This is
the backup.
Joe,
Yeah.
on the other side.
All right,
bro.
so we're getting. I'm getting a shot handed to me.
Put a hair in your chest.
So tell me the process. So I have a shot of Jameson in my hand. Anthony, you want to go ahead and explain what's happening?
Yeah, you just slam the shot and then have this open so that it, open it first.
So it's a tube.
Yeah, it's a
and
tube.
in this tube, what do I have?
You have pickle juice. You have brine.
pickle juice.
That's the term
boy.
pickleback. Like a water back would be pickleback. So you shoot the shot, and as soon as you swallow it, you drink the back of
juice
the
right
pickle
behind
juice right behind it.
All right, we ready?
Don't breathe.
Are we
Just
ready?
drink it right behind
We
it.
are
We have
ready.
a shot
Hold on,
music.
hold on.
Let's go.
And
Let's
three.
see. Let's hear it. Woo!
Two.
Here we go.
And go. Take the whole thing. Don't sip it. Yeah. Shake it. Now drink the juice.
I feel like a little mustard.
All right.
Excellent.
We're
We're gonna have to wash these out and use these for the next show.
So
That was great.
Yeah,
I just
nice.
feel
Thanks
like
taking
you
a
need
shot
little
with y'all.
mustard with it.
Great. Yo, we should do that again right now because
wow.
Hey, Andrew Garcia, pickle fire.
There you go.
The correct thing is not to swallow it. You swallowed it, and then you took a couple breaths, and then you did the pickle juice. You swallow it, and at the same time you're taking the pickle.
Get it both together. That's what I
Both
did.
together.
Yes.
You
He
don't-
doesn't
you don't-
realize he's speaking to a woman.
About swallowing is I don't know what you mean.
I've had the actual drink pickleback where you mix it together. It's really good.
Well, an interesting fact about that.
That's okay.
Did you know that you could add liquor to a food product
Salud.
and not have to pass liquor license laws to sell the product?
Thus, rum cake. Yeah, you
yes,
did.
yes.
Rum cake, stuff
Yeah.
like
Let's start
that.
selling some shots on Friday
It's coming
nights.
soon. Spiked
Come
pickles,
here on
baby.
Friday nights. Get your pickleback shot.
Not to be used without written consent from Fat
we got a
Pickling.
caller.
Got a caller.
We got a caller
Where?
Who's gone?
on the phone.
Who do we got?
Somebody answer the phone. Quick, Keith, get the phone, OG.
Joey? Not my cousin.
Wait, you gotta put the TV up on the radio, young lady. Turn the radio
Do we have a caller?
speaker.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
I can
somebody.
hear him.
Turn the speaker. He's
Joey.
Joey.
Joey. My son Joey or my cousin
It's a
Joey?
lumbercock.
It's a left.
It's the Uncle Joey.
Who is it?
Hey, that's who it is.
There
Welcome
he is.
back, CJ. What do you think of the pickles? What do you think of the pickles, brother?
Hi.
Everybody
going good.
Feeling no pain.
We're doing pickleback shots. What do you say?
I don't know, but it was so
He
funny.
said it was bigger than a pickle.
I don't know, but I hear smiling. That's good.
It's good. It's all good when you smile.
Joe, you gonna order a fat pickle?
Yeah, say yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Answer is yes, I
Answer is
Yes, I
yes.
am.
Did you watch? Were you watching the show? Did you see Denise enjoying that fat pickle?
Oh God, that's the.
That's the only reason why they watch your show, Joe. Depending on what she's wearing,
There it is.
Alrighty then. This is the happy part. He didn't even have a pickle, and he's happy.
I think you got a Denise.
Imagine if he did.
You got a Denise tattoo.
Oh goodness.
Listen, make sure you go order one.
Fatpickle.com.
Go order one.
Joe, we missed you last week. Where were you?
Yeah, I know. I was up at, I was actually up there with singles. I got a ride up to Focus last Friday. I did.
Okay, anytime you're in the area, stop by, buddy.
All right, I will try it. I'm still in need of a car, darn it.
Oh, you're here in spirit.
He
You're
needs a
here in
car.
spirit.
He needs a car?
He needs a car.
Oh, he needs a car.
All right, Jojo.
What's your car? How much money you got? kid?
Thank you for calling in, my brother. We'll talk to you soon.
The Pickle-mobile.
All right,
marketing can be endless, bro.
please give your love to Mama, huh?
Okay, I will. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So let me ask you: are you gonna do like the Oscar Mayer Wiener? You should do,
All right,
a pickle one.
I have an interesting story about this if you want to hear it. So
We do. About the ambulance. Go.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah,
what
wait,
I'm
listen to this.
So I'm getting ready to buy this ambulance, 20 grand. You know, I found it in this little car lot on Powerline Road and Federal Highway, and I'm going to deck this ambulance out like the Pickle Patrol, and we're going to bring this ambulance to events. It's got the loud horn. I'm going to blast the music out of the thing. It's going to be this whole thing.
Nice.
And I sit down and I get some consulting from a colleague of mine that owns a children's organic vitamin company called Haya Vitamins online. And I'm doing some consulting for him in the home improvement industry. And I trade services with him to have him help me and do some consulting with me on online business.
He tells a wonderfully long story. And the point was...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
He says, what's your goal with the company? I said, I want to sell it. He says, how much you want to sell it for? I said, $10 million. He says, okay. He says, based on your price online, you got to sell 125,000 pickles to get to a $2.5 million valuation and sell the company for $10 million. No problem. He said, how long would it take you to sell 125,000 pickles from an ambulance? And I said, well, quite a while. He said, okay, if you took that same 20 grand and you put it into marketing like on a show like the Sixth Borough.
Point made, right? There we are.
That reaches hundreds of thousands of millions of people. How long would it take you to sell 125,000 pickles? And I said, well, shit. And I didn't buy the ambulance. Right. And here we are in the Sixth Borough. So.
We're thinking about being one of your sponsors also.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, that'd be great, bro, because I'll be honest with you, we love you guys.
Yeah, we love it too. Thank you so much.
The Jameson and the pickle juice, we are ready to go. And Denise, the viewers who watching these suck down a pickle every night on a stick. Come on, dude, the ratings are going to go off the
ratings are going to go. There we go.
Yes. Pickle Mobile.
That's what's up, bro.
Keith, a pickle limo.
I need it.
Yeah,
I need
bro. Pickle tattoo, the whole shtick.
I need it. I think, listen, when the songs break, maybe we could talk pickle limo.
Yeah, let's hear this song.
Talk pickle. I like that.
Have you heard the song?
No.
Wait, there's two songs.
Yeah,
We're going to
two
just
songs.
play one. So play part of it. We'll get it after.
So one of the songs is My 7 Pickles. It's about a pickle every day of the week, and we sell a product called My 7 Pickle Gift Set, which is a different pickle for every
And
day
this
of
is
the
you
week.
performing the song.
And I perform the songs.
Let's go.
Let's hear it, baby.
Let's see if we can get it on.
KG.
Can you get up and...
KG
Can you lip sync it?
They're lining
Can
it
you-
up.
Oh, I can sing it.
Yeah, lip sync it. Let him lip sync it.
Okay,
It's up to
on in.
Nico if he can work that.
Yeah, let's work.
Actually, it's in the back. It comes through. So there's actual 7 pickles.
My 7 Pickles.
There you go.
This is it. Yeah, this is My 7 Pickles.
7 days,
7 ways, just not enough. My 7 pickles.
Oh, one day when I'm hungry, got no money, but you're just a punch, yo. That pickle sounded yummy. On Tuesday, say the pizza. That pickle is my feature. I said at the school, I would love to eat you. I ingest with no regret. Because a pickle like this, you know it's hard to get. So then I told my homie Tony, who lives just below me, his favorite Tuesday snack is a sandwich with bologna. Till he tried one too, and now he certainly believes. Now every Tuesday after school, that pickle he eats. My 7 pickles.
All right, fade out of that one. Let's bring up 2. Let's bring the other one up. Yeah, we're going to bring the other song in now.
Every day of the week there's a pickle.
That's great.
Is that true? I mean, how many different flavors?
Tony Baloney. Your friend Tony liked the bologna.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Sorry. Woo! Beep.
All right, we got to kick him off the show. Thanks for coming on. Get off. We said
He's
don't
fermenting.
curse, you pickle.
He's fermenting.
He got caught in the moment.
Got caught in the moment.
This is a PG pickle rated show.
Well, I will say.
I think we need to line up some more.
We need another shot. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. Well, we're picking up your pickle song. Let's go.
And we're getting shots again.
I would
This
have
is
to
great.
say that, if you are someone like Keith who has this concept of wanting to go ahead and present your product in the marketing effort and the creativity behind this, we welcome you to come on, and we'll actually work with you, promote with you.
You just
and
blocked the star of the show. you got to learn etiquette.
I've been
set
blocked
etiquette.
before. So I just want to say that we are here to help you do that. And we'll give you the full-on experience to be on the show with us and talk about your product, talk about the experience, and bring to the table as much of the creativity that you've put in the effort to marketing your particular product. So this is just an example of what we can do for you.
Listen, did you ever think pickles could be so much fun as we're having right now?
We make fun. We make fun of
We're having fun with pickles.
We make fun of everything. I mean, no, we don't make fun of everything, but we have fun with everything. How's that? There we go.
No, we make fun of everything.
Fatpickle.com. Again, we're going to go there. Let's close
Bring me
some
back-
stuff. There.
Hey, Keith, bring me
Keith,
my pick-
get on the
my
mic,
pickle
man.
I need
Close
a
it.
pickle back.
I'll pass that stuff out. You get on the
Here we
mic,
go.
brother.
Look at this.
Now, this is the pickle juice in here. 100% natural pickle juice.
Yeah, he's a pickle Jew. Look at him.
And we're going
That's funny right there. I can hear you. That's funny right
You know,
there.
that is undeniable right there, bro.
So let me tell you.
We need to hear from Kenny. He's been very quiet. Chop it up, Kenny, because there's a reason why he's been quiet. Go ahead, go for it.
I got to tell you because
he's been hitting the Jameson.
yeah, I've been hitting the
His
Jameson,
son got
but
beat up last night, so he's all mad about it.
yeah, big fan. No, let me tell you, as an entrepreneur, somebody who started my own business and built my business to be and created products and everything like that, one of the things that I'm paying attention to is all the packaging.
Yep.
Because a lot of people, they forget when they're creating a product, the first thing they're always thinking about is the marketing part of it. But part of the marketing is proper packaging. If your
Exactly.
packaging
This is a
isn't
great
right,
package.
and this package is really, it's bright, it's colorful.
Listen, they all come with
walked
this
into that.
personal note. Yes.
See, that's the thing. We thought about initially having one that was a Mother's Day cover
Right.
and one that had a Patty's Day cover, so that you didn't have just that our brand on the plastic, and maybe a Ziploc version. But this says it all. So we're ready for the second one. Are we ready for the second one? Let's bring that second one.
Let's do the second one. Let's
Let's
hear
do
the
it.
second
Let's
song.
bring that
Let's
second
go
song. And go.
I need to drive home.
How about that second? Can we bring that second jingle in now?
Jingle.
Like my body, so listen up, y'all. Cause this ain't funny. When I get loose, you know I'm gonna get down. Give me the mic, y'all. And when I drop this pickle to the ground, do it by the word, cause I'm cagey, it's okay. I'll get a little with tomorrow, but back on it anyway. Down, y'all. I get it down, y'all. And if you're down with that, back away your hands, y'all.
All right, we get it. Very nice. Very nice. Very big round of applause.
There's no snare in my headset.
KGOG.
There we go.
I love it,
Hey,
man.
do you
I
want
love
to show
it.
everybody what you really look
What
like?
energy
or
you
no?
have.
I love it, bro.
Tell you.
Look at it. He's a gentleman. Nice job. Take your glasses off.
You wouldn't even recognize him in a Walmart. You walk right by him until you saw his big
What
pickle.
a gentleman.
Those pickle shots get hot.
There is Keith Gutterman, the Mr. Pickle.
Fantastic.
You know, one of the things about marketing a product is knowing who the person is. And, people buy from people. And the fact that you share that he's a family man, that this is something that's hardworking, a concept that
just his
is
energy.
the
He's got
energy
great
and
energy.
just, that makes a big difference in who you're working with. And thank you so much for wanting to come on our show, because we need you back every month, every week at
Thank
this
you for
moment,
having
because
me.
there's
Thank you
so
for
much
having
fun to be
Every
had.
day we have a pickle a day.
That's
Pickle
right.
a day.
7 days a week.
Well, wait,
Nice.
by 12 o'clock, I'll have a whole nother product.
Another one
He's
ready.
calling me out. Well, how about this?
Should I tell him about Coochie Fan Anthony?
Okay, no, we're good. Hold off
We're
on that.
done. We're done. Yeah.
But,
Sorry. Maybe for next time.
once again, everyone, you're listening to the Six Borough Power Up Hour, and we are speaking with Keith Gutterman, who is the creator behind Fat Pickle. And that's fatpickle.com. And you've been hearing and enjoying us speak about this amazing packaging, Fat Pickle, and the gift product that comes with it. You can go online and order it, and it's fatpickle.com. But you can actually go to our website. This is where we want you to go to get to fatpickle.com. Once again, it's our website, www.powerupRadioTV.com, and you'll see it right in front of you show up. You click on there, and once you see the logo, and it'll bring you right to his website, and there is also a promo code that you can take advantage of. So we are really excited to have you part of our Six Borough family. And so from this moment, you just stay tuned with us, because we're now going to talk to Anthony Carone, who is the main guest of our show, to talk a little bit about him. And he's been co-hosting with us, but we need to give him a proper intro. Are we ready for that?
It'll take you all night to introduce this guy's accolades.
I know,
my goodness.
Oh yeah. So we have an American actor with us who's an award-winning writer and director, most popularly known for the movies We Own the Night, Out of Time, which I remember very well, I Love You, Philip, and also on the HBO series Oz. And you also
blah blah blah.
No, this is wait, he's a
Who cares?
mentor
Who
in the
cares?
acting.
Who cares? It doesn't matter.
It
I've been
does.
lucky. All right. Bottom line is I've worked with maybe 35, 40 Academy Award, SAG Award, Emmy Award winners or directors.
You worked with Chuck Zito, who was on our show.
Yeah, Chuck and I were on Oz together. Yeah.
Right. He was a guest on
like
our
a
show.
two-headed monster. He'd say a part, I'd say a part.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice guy, very nice guy.
But on this part of the hour of the show, there's something that we do, and we go on a journey with you. And we want to know, tell us a little bit about your background. Where were you raised? Where are you from? Where did you land up? How did you wind up here in Florida? Give us some story about you, because we want to know about you.
Well.
There's that humor.
Here we go.
Here we go, on the journey.
How silly are you to want to know about that? So I was a shy kid, chubby shy kid. I grew up in Willoughby, Ohio, a small Midwestern city. Everybody knew everybody. I was so shy that I wouldn't drive in a carpool. And even in 8th grade, when I played CYO football, I went to a Catholic school for 8 years. I had no idea what a dress code was, because we all wore uniforms. I went into 9th grade, and if it wasn't for sports, I was pretty much so out of touch. They asked a question, and I raised my hand, and everybody looked at me like, and then they called me, and I stood up at my desk with my hands to my sides, repeated the question.
Catholic school training.
Yeah, like Catholic school training, and then they're like, "Wow,
thing.
hey,
I know it.
Brother, you don't have to do that. You just shout it out." I'm like, "What? Are you kidding me?" So that was the kind of thing that I had. But what I did have was the ability. I had an Italian grandfather. I'm Irish Italian. My mom's Irish. My dad's Italian. And I have the ability to parrot things easily. Right. And I remember being young enough to stand on a dresser, and there was a song. There was a commercial for Franco-American spaghetti. How many kinds of Franco-American spaghetti? 4. Very good. And so say at parties, do an impression of Grandpa. So I could do voices, and I was a clown in school, and I was smart enough that I would be called out, and I knew the answer without paying attention, and they could never catch me up. And then I wanted to be I wanted to be a drummer, and a kid on my street said, "Hey man, you play drums?" I go, "Yeah, I'm trying." And he played, and he was 8 times better than me, and I quit. And my dad took me to a concert with Gene Krupa and introduced me. I was 12 years old. And he said, "Here, don't quit, kid." Gave me his sticks. My dad goes, don't use those sticks. And I did, and tore them up. So when I came to Florida, I wanted to be in a place where I didn't want to grow up at. And I tried to be a newscaster on an AM radio show. And they said, "Well, you have an accent." And I don't know. I was like 14. When I was 16 years old, I was a Cleveland correspondent for Billboard magazine.
At 16?
At 16 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But what kind of accent does someone from Ohio have? I mean, it's
It's kind of Chicago. You would get on a crick and on the roof. It's a real nasally
so
thing.
you park the car in the garage kind of thing?
No, that's Boston.
I was trying.
Yeah, no. It's just very nasal. You ask somebody something, the A's are very pronounced. So the guy said, "No, it won't work but we appreciate your energy." And I came to Florida, and I wanted to do something, and I was in construction. So I worked as a carpenter, and I got 4 raises within a day. They're like, "How much are they paying you?" Or, "I'll pay you this." because I worked. And they said, and we'll give you this much money, and if you show up 40 hours, we'll give you a bonus. I'm like, wow. Where I come from, if you don't show up 40 hours, you're fired. I go, yeah, this is Florida. That's not how it works. So a hurricane came, and I couldn't work. I rode my bike from Davie Road Extension all the way to Rock Creek every single day and back with my tool belt on through cow pastures. And in the morning, it's all steaming.
Did you have shoes on?
Yeah.
Yeah, Davey. in that time.
Yeah, well, it's terrible. So I lied my way into the restaurant business. And my first table, it's entertaining, I'll make it short, was two bikers, pagans, and they came from a funeral. And they sat down, and it was my very first time. I got my little jacket on. I go, hi, I'll be your waiter today. And they go, yeah, who cares? I want 4 beers. So I bring the beers, and they're like, you got to bring them. So I'm pouring the beer. He grabs my hand. He goes, what are you, a wise guy? I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, don't pour the beers, man. Take the glasses away.
Drink it out of the bottle.
Drink it out of the bottle. And he said, well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have a lobster, and my word girl, we'll call it, is going to have a lobster, and he's going to have a lobster, and his girl's going to have a lobster, and I want my broiled with an R, and he wants his boiled with an O. So you got it, sport? That's 4 lobsters. Yes, sir. So I run back, I put bibs on, and of course that was like an whole nother thing.
On bikers, no less.
Yeah, the bikers, and they go, this guy's got some nuts, you know.
This guy's got some cojones.
Yeah, so then eventually I went back and they said, hey, you got any crackers? After I served them the lobster, right? And I said, oh, and I ran back and I said, hey, the guy wants to know if you have any crackers. And they said, oh, yeah, well, here. They put it on a dish with a doily, and here's some saltines, and here's some Melba things. Here's some there. And I go out and I hand the guy the crackers, and I turn around, and he's got a saltine on this hand and a lobster claw over it, and he's got a saltine on this hand, and he's slapping that. Go, I can't, not these kind of crackers. He wanted the crackers. I got fired, right? I got fired.
I would say so.
Yeah, I got fired. But the guy came up to me and he goes, I have not had this much fun. You're a great sport. He gave me $200.
Yeah.
And then they were.
And then you rode your bike home.
They were by that time I had bought a car. They were filming Porky's 2 on the beach that I used to be a lifeguard at, and I walked onto the set and. What? What did you just say? I said I was what? No, I was a lifeguard, and they were filming Porky's 2 on the beach where my shack was.
Okay.
And so they said, hey, you can't stand there, because I watched to watch. And I said, why? Because they said, you're in the shot. And I say, I don't know what that means. But look, if you want to watch, you can walk over there and watch. And I said, so what are you doing? We're doing a movie. Like a movie I'd have to pay to see? And they said, yeah. Who are those guys? Well, they're the stars. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? I could do that. Hey, man, could I be in a movie? They said, yeah, come back tomorrow. So I came back tomorrow. I was an extra. I broke every rule. They had to find me because I was like Tarzan. And they said, we need a guy who wears a 40 jacket. And I said, I do. And they said, okay, put it on. And then can you fall down? Because we're going to have a waiter collide with another waiter. And I did. And then meanwhile, the stunt community got called. And I ended up being upgraded. First day on the set, 2 hours into it. And I said, this is easy. This is so it got to a point where they said, oh, you need a jerk? I had just a guy. Because I had no tact. I had no tact whatsoever. I had no idea what the rules were, right? Now, at my age in my career, I find that I act more when I'm not acting. They want a rabid dog, but they want somebody to say, oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you very much. Yes, I'd be happy to. You know, that's like that. So I decided to pursue it. And I got lucky, and I pretty much didn't look back. I'd never studied, and I learned on the job. Originally, I was Don Johnson's photo double in Miami Vice. And
I can see that.
I turned it down. I said, look, man, I want to be on camera. I don't want to be Don's hand making the shift goer on the boat on the cigarette. And they said, you're making a big mistake. This would lead into a stunt thing. I said, I don't really care. To me, I've been stunt guy many times. I've been stunt coordinator.
Right.
To me, it's like sitting on the sidelines waiting to get in. I'm not satisfied by it.
No, you want to be in it.
I want to be in it, right? So I guess I'm a natural, and I don't know if that answers your question.
What's funny is you say you never studied, but you actually teach.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. I never studied personally, but I've studied my whole life. I've studied people. I used to be at the mall, and I go with all my friends. We're stoned. Hey, look at this guy. Don't think of a turtle, you know. Because I had that ability to like somehow, and I could memorize things very well.
Right.
So now I guide. I hate the word teach. I dislike that because that presupposes that I'm more powerful than you and I have something to offer. I've lucked out enough times that what my process is, I try to share with people that don't. So I've been on sets where you think, oh, I got to learn my line. Here's my line, la 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 la, and you go la la la. Well, there's more to it. What are you going to do while you're sitting there? You got to lean forward. You got to match your continuity. Where do you have to look? Where's your eye line? All of that is so not given to anyone. And when they got on the set, I see people short out. I've seen actors who go, hey, look, I'll tell you what, you're doing great. He's not. So we'll just flip the camera around, and you'll tell your mom and dad to come see me on TV, and you'll never be there. And they'll say, no, we got it. Just this time you read all your dialogue so they have clean dialogue. And it's somebody nodding like this. Yeah, okay, I got it. So what I do is I try to share what works to me. I think anyone who wants to be an actor needs to decide why they want to be an actor.
Exactly.
And then what it is that they expect from being an actor, because it's a thing that you have no control over, your own destiny.
But we were having that conversation before the show, you and I.
We got to go commercial.
Back on momentarily. Thank you so much for watching the Sixth Borough and the Power Hour. Be right back.
WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. Your home for the True Oldies channel. After our previous all-time record-breaking attendance concert, we're back. This time with a Motown tribute. The True Oldies Channel and Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation present the last show of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. And we've left the best for last. On Saturday, April 8th, come see one of the most exciting and vibrant shows yet with Legends of Motown with the Crush Party Band. Get ready to dance the night away to some of the greatest Motown hits of all time. The Crush Party Band's Legends of Motown will take you on a trip through some of the greatest songs of the 60s and 70s. This free show is open to the public, but VIP pod seating is also available for purchase at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Don't be left out. It's the grand finale of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. Saturday, April 8th at the Seabreeze Amphitheater in Jupiter, 750 South State Route A1A. Brought to you by Margaritaville at Sea, Sloman's 1-800-ALARM-ME, the Robes Law Group, the Jupiter Joe Money Show, online at JupiterJoe.com, and the True Oldies channel. For more information or VIP seating, visit TrueOldiesFLA.com. Alexa rocks, and now so do you.
How can I help you?
Just say, Alexa, play True Oldies FLA.
Okay, playing it now.
Now, you've got the good time oldies. WWNN Pompano Beach, WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. Your home for the True Oldies channel.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach, located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the sexiest place to be every Friday night from 6:30 to 8:30. The 6th Borough and Power Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, quick shout out to Hideaway. Quick shout out to Pizza Rica. And of course, we got Solar Tom that is in the building. And hopefully soon we're going to have our big fat pickle sponsors. I'll tell you right now, we're unstoppable. Take it away, Denise.
I just love the way he does that. It's such a great introduction to come back on the show. But as he said, you are on the second hour of the 6th Borough Power Hour show. And we have with us Anthony Carone, who's talking about his career and, from the beginning to where he is now, and some really good nuggets of takeaways of what to do if you're interested in becoming an actor and what he's been doing. I mean, he's done a lot of great, 129 films, I believe?
Something like that.
Is that right? 129 films or so. He's lost count.
A couple here and there.
He's lost count.
I want to just say, I worked with Anthony a long time ago, 1999, I think it was.
Gosh.
We worked on that film.
That's where I first met you.
Yeah. And then on the Mob King, I had the Mob King series, I had a part, and you had a part, but you were also directing when I did it.
Yeah, I was a showrunner for that. Ciro DiPaggio, great guy, wanted a team, and he and I and another guy were incidental, but I wrote 90% of it and directed the performances.
You were talking about before coaching, I remember, you were giving me tips too. All good tips while we were doing it.
Well, ultimately, a casting director or a director wants to see something.
Right.
And they know what they want. And they're hoping when you walk in the room that you're bringing it.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in the room, they're like, yeah, this guy's not right at all. Or he's very right.
Something he said to me that was really cool. He goes, now, Joe, don't act here. How would you say this? And then I did it how I would say it, and it came out perfect.
I have to say, doing what we do here, the moment I get scripted, I'm out of tune. It has to just be very natural and free-forming for me.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, I got a teleprompter. That's a whole different story. But to your point, that if it flows naturally, that role works for you.
Yeah, you got to embody it enough so that it makes sense and you're feeling it, I guess. I sell sarcasm and intimidation, I think, mostly.
Yeah, I'd say that.
And I don't want to. I just have that face,
But you're awesome, man. Now, we were talking about the business has gotten pretty tough now.
Well, the business is now, everyone is doing the casting director's job. So it's a series of hoops that one has to go through to be able to get it. And now, if you're in the southeast part of the United States, you're competing against every single person in the southeast United States. And then you are going to self-tape. And 90% of those efforts are never even going to be seen by anybody who matters.
So are you saying that now that a majority of the casting, is it because of COVID or not, that a lot of it is happening on the southeast region of from Atlanta down to here?
No. because one lives in this neighborhood. No one's
I
going to
see.
fly you to Los Angeles. They're going to find people locally. No one's going to
Use
fly
local
anybody
people,
from
yeah.
Montana to come to Miami to say, here's your car, Bob, and, you know, Bad Boys 2. So they're going to use local talent. And the
Yeah.
local talent is the whole southeast part of the United States.
That's very interesting. I mean, I know that Atlanta has actually been a very big hub of where now a lot of this
Trying to bring it-
casting
they're
and
trying to bring it
movies and
back here.
filming and everything
I
is
think what
happening.
it has to do with the incentives.
It's
though.
totally the incentives, and Atlanta is a mega place, and Florida, sadly, is such a long state
Yeah.
that they want to say, okay, well, you know what, we already did one in Dade, now we have to go to Pensacola, now we have to go to Naples, now we have to go here, and they want to spread those out. It's like tell California, everybody should grow grapes. There's the business. That's where it started in
That's where
Miami
it
with
is,
Ivan
right.
Torres and Gentle Ben. So I was lucky to be in the right place at the right time, and I just seemed to have worked. And I got a big break on a show called Oz, and then I got another big break on another called show We Own the Night, and I had a couple series. But I've never really broke out because I never lived in a mega place, and
It's
I
a
never
couple
had
shots of
an agent of like a huge consequence. So that's just how it was. I had at my father's funeral, these guys said, that's the Red Road on the Sundance panel.
So for those that are not watching
that's
right now.
Daredevil, I'm the police commissioner of New York City for whatever.
Daredevil that was?
That was Daredevil, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was the first day they canceled it right after. Disney decided they weren't going to fund it anymore. So
Which
that was
happens a lot in the industry.
yeah, so you can't count on anything, you know. And the sad part of being in this industry for me, the challenging part is, I would get on the thing. I'm like, okay, you're Schedule F, meaning I'm making like $65,000. I'm in the whole movie. Bad Boys 2 was one of those. I Love You, Philip Morris was one of those. We Own the Night was one of those. Reservation Road was one of those. And I'm on the set. It's day one, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to end in 3 weeks, and I'll never get another job. Because they're going to start from scratch. Nobody cares.
yeah.
Nobody cares that you were this or that or this or this. Now it's all about how many Wing Wang followers you got and how many tic-tackers you do or whatever it is. And the reason why is because they want to know that you're going to promote,
You're going to promote
their
their
stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you're going to potentially be a ticket. Same business model that my mom, who was a beautician, had. She's going to hire somebody who has a following. She's going to get half that money, and boom, boom. That's it.
Right.
So.
Well, I've actually heard, I mean, this is very true on what you're saying, by the way. We'll talk about TikTok if we get to that point, because right now TikTok is a very hot issue in the billboards right now with respect to do they get banned in the U.S. or not. But to that point, I do and connect with certain platforms that allow me to do commercials and so on, and they actually do right there, how many followers do you have? And that is a huge point right there. They want you to be able to promote them.
Well, in the day, it was a thing called television quotient. They wanted to know if you were competent working with somebody who was a star and you weren't going to get nervous, or that you were able to have a good set on-set protocol or whatever. And I remember going into one, and the lady said, you know, I don't really know what to do with you. You're kind of too fat to be fit, and too fit to be fat, and too ugly to be, and you're not really Italian, but you are.
They
And she
just
said, and I
came
go,
right out and said it, didn't
yeah,
they?
and I said, oh, really? Well, listen to what you said, because you said I'm nothing, and what you're also saying is I'm everything. Give me my stuff back.
Well
Because
said.
clearly we don't have the synergy that we need, right?
Well said.
And then another one said, well, you know, your resume is very busy. You were bouncer number 1 on this, and prison guard number 2. Oh, here was with Scorsese. This is with Oliver Stone. These are big movies, right? I had to vie for them against everybody. And she said, you need the character's name. I said, well, it says here that I worked a week or that I was running the show. And she said, yeah, but I said, really? How old are you, lady? What, you like 70? She goes, yeah. I go, how many? You seen The Wizard of Oz? This is Reservation Road with Mark Ruffalo and Joaquin Phoenix. It had Academy Award-winning director Cherry George, blah, blah, blah. And I said, how many times have you seen The Wizard of Oz? She said, oh, many. I said, what was the uncle's name? Oh, you don't know, do you? Give me my stuff. Clearly, you're full of it.
Love it. Well played. Well played.
Anthony, I have a question for you. Has I heard from other actors and screenwriters that in Florida the movie and film production has decreased over the years, or they cut back the money for Florida movie and production. Do you think this is going to return?
No.
And is it going to
No.
be bigger?
No. No, because everybody is cutting back on funding, and now with streaming, there aren't even residuals that you could live off of. Everybody gets what they get, and it's all about how to make as most for the least. So tax incentives are what it is, and that's it, period. And as long as there are tax incentives and everyone keeps dropping their drawers to get people to come there, that's how it'll work. That's exactly how it'll work.
Why don't we talk real quick about the tax incentives, like what that really means to our listeners and viewers?
So tax incentive means that if you're filming there, for every dollar you spend, they give you a break on the taxes. They kind of match your.
The company does, as far as the tax break is concerned, the people that are producing the film.
The producers get a tax
That's
break
what I'm saying,
from
yeah.
the state.
From the state. Yeah, yes, of course.
So somebody comes to and they say, "Well, I'm doing a thing and I want to use your tax incentive." There's only so much money. In Florida, once upon a time, wanted to do family-friendly stuff, which you can't dictate what it is. But you know what? Maybe make a niche. Why not? So tax incentives are a thing that people are trying to get the least for the most. And what they're pitching was, hey, I'm going to house all these actors. I'm going to house all these people. We're all going to go out to eat every night. And because we're a film production, a big, giant, moving circus, you're all going to benefit.
Right.
Right. So ultimately now you're in a place where you want to get a reel because no agent's going to offer anything to you, and you have to come up with it. And you've done Johnny and Bobby's and Sammy and whoever in the thing. You might as well have Uncle Johnny come and break his legs because they're not going to give you your tape. You're never going to get the tape from these independent things. And so it's a catch-22 for a lot of people now.
Very interesting.
So let me ask
you. Do these independents and you don't get what you need.
Rarely.
Sorry,
90% of them ever even get sold.
Right.
Or they get seen at a film festival, everybody tells them how wonderful you are, and then it falls apart.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Right.
I actually got a question. So in all the things that you've been able to do, you've accomplished a lot. You've been in so many films. You've managed to be a father. How do you managed to balance that lifestyle?
Yes.
I mean, listen, I come from a proud military family. I'm looking at his shirt, it says Army, it says proud dad. I want to know, because obviously he's raised somebody.
He raised himself along the way.
Between movies, he raised somebody.
Yep, this is
He made a people.
I'm a proud dad. Look, see that right there? My daughter Tyler just joined the Army. She wanted to be a law enforcement officer. She graduated with honors at UCF in law enforcement. And she said, I want to do SWAT or something. And I said, honey, it's not the time to be on the job. There's no respect for law enforcement.
Yeah.
You're going to be so under a microphone, you can't even breathe wrong. Don't even think about it. So she said, I'm going to go join the Army. So she joined the Army, and she was she did very well on her AFMADs or whatever they are, and they are offering her, she goes in as a lieutenant. So,
wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm very pleased.
God bless.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And my son, I got to talk about him because.
Hold on, what is her full name?
Her name is Tyler Marie Cornacchione, Lieutenant Cornacchione.
Well, congratulations, and make sure that she knows that we are very proud and that we thank her for her service.
Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, absolutely.
And there is a sacrifice that a parent makes. And our heart goes out to you, and many prayers and blessings that all goes well and safety on her behalf.
Thank you. I'm in the final approach part of her. That thing that was my best friend went to being my wife's best friend, went to being too busy and has a boyfriend, and now will be gone and dissolve and will come back as this person who's this rock hard woman, adult.
Amen.
I'll have to bow to.
Absolutely. So tell us about your son. I know that we've talked a little bit about him.
Yeah, so my son is also wonderful. He wanted to be a fireman, and there were some issues. He was an excellent athlete, football, hockey, but he found out he had mono, and his spleen enlarged, so they wouldn't greenlight him medically to play because he would bleed out. So the fire department, similar issue. So now he's doing, there was a kid that I mentor a lot of people. I coach, and then I also, at the Broward County School System, I volunteer. And so there was this kid that at 10 or 12 years old, I coached in roller hockey. His name is Justice Chin. He was this great little guy. And he died all of a sudden had a hemorrhage or something on the beach, and gave his whole body to science. And I convinced the city hall and his friends that they should get a skate rink named after him. So there's a big event coming up this Sunday at Stanley Goldman Park in Hollywood.
I think we have a picture of that.
Hopefully you have the poster.
Yeah, we have a photo of that. I sent it to you guys. Put it up.
And my son, there it is. That's Justice right there, sweet man. And it's all these sponsors are going because the city won't improve the rink and they won't upkeep it. They'll give it to you, but it's up to you to maintain it. So they have a variety of vendors, and my son has a a boutique where he sells vintage clothes.
Will the pickle people be there?
Convent Streetwear. No pickle people. No pickle people
No
there.
pickles?
No fat pickles?
They didn't
So
have a
I'm
big
gonna-
enough budget. Okay,
so-
our pickle people need to get paid.
So wait, my son's getting cheated by the pickle thing. So
No.
it's,
But his name is
it's
Justice?
Negative. Okay, never mind. Well, I wouldn't have to go there. So
Wait.
that's Justice. He died, and he has there's a fundraiser
My
for
bad.
him to
Okay.
maintain the rink. And my son, on the other thing,
I understand.
has a vintage boutique, and he's going to set up stuff. And some of the proceeds of the sale. Do you have that other slide? That's him. It's called Convent Streetwear, and it's an Instagram thing.
But that is when? March when?
Sunday. This Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Where is the location?
In Hollywood, right by on Johnson Street, back by where the Knights of Columbus thing.
Oh my God! Look at that! What a mensch!
Oh, that's
what a
beautiful.
mensch out of
Thank you.
nowhere!
Thank
what
you.
a gentleman! What a
Thank you, brother.
mensch!
Thank you. I
If you
will put your
wanna know-
logo on the
If you wanna
sideboards.
know-
man.
If you want to know more about the event, go to our website. The information will be posted up there.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you're into vintage stuff, he wholesales out and whatever. It's called Convent Streetwear, and his Instagram card. All how to get in touch with him is there.
I love
yeah.
vintage stuff.
Yeah.
So between filming, making all these movies, you raised 2 kids that are doing big things. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, thank
But
you.
also, let's talk about 2 other things that I know that we chatted about. There, you are also a very strong advocate of the bullying community. Talk a little bit about that.
So I did a short film that won a couple awards, and it was about bullying. And most people think I have a website, not a Facebook page, Anthony Caron Stop Bullying Now. And what I wanted to do is engage people into somehow figuring out how this new scourge, this new social, the new racism, the new whatever, can be fixed. And there is no solution. I had ideas, so I thought if I would mention it, and here's what would happen if I would post something about somebody got choked on a bus or beat up in whatever. Thoughts and prayers, or gee, that's terrible, or this must stop, or beat him up. Those were the only responses. So beat him up is not the answer, because what if you can't beat him up? And it escalates into, well, I'm going to get my brother to get your brother and his brother, and we're going to drive by, and we're going to fight against Israel or whatever, right? That's how far that goes. And thoughts and prayers, I mean, God bless you, but if my kid's eye's bleeding and he's on the street and I come by and go, shalom, chalam, thoughts and prayers in the name of the Father, and walk, does nothing.
Does nothing for you.
Does nothing for me. I wanted you to be proactive, so that's what I would do. I don't say I berated people, but I say, well, have you gone to a PTA meeting? Have you done this? Have you done that? And then, guess what? I was accused of being a bully because I was forcing people not to be able to say what they wanted to. So I basically just launched it, and I said, you guys argue amongst yourself. It's not worth it.
But, we have to commend the fact that your effort to doing that, because it's more to have done something than nothing at all. You put your best foot forward, and you never know.
Well, I have ideas, and I think every parent, much like in vandalism or whatever, should be responsible. And rather than have a kid pay attention, Johnny's daddy has to come and sit in a desk at his place and sit there for 3 days. And I'll tell you what, that dad will have a choice. You can spank your kid, or you can say, or you can come and serve his. Guess what? He's going to pick 90% of the time.
And that's,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, that is OG. That is living in the 80s. That's a Gen X. That's Gen Z. This is what we do. This is how we were raised
We're
in the back.
enabling people now.
Yeah, we were raised back in the 80s where
Catering to the weakest denominator.
it was the Wild West, so to speak, in the 80s.
But it worked.
It worked.
And I'm not gonna, hide stuff. I raised my kids the same way, and they're
So
great.
did I.
You know what I mean? My kids feared me.
Yeah,
You know,
respect is fear. You don't want to.
It's a healthy fear.
It's a healthy fear.
But then again, I'll say this: I never had to put my hands on. Well, maybe a couple of times, but never. Like I used to get my ass whipped all the time, and I deserved it.
Same here.
Oh, yeah, me
but
too.
with my kids, I would install that fear where I didn't have to,
Yeah.
but they knew it would be there
Yeah.
if necessary.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
I do a
Kids
thing
might-
with my kids where I go, okay, look at me. Is this a happy face or an angry face?
Right, exactly.
If they go and say angry face. Okay, good. What does that mean? I'm not pleased with you. Now,
Yeah.
by the way, since I gave you this angry face, don't fall for every angry face you see.
Yeah.
Because it's codependency. You have an idea, you have an ability to say, well, I did it because of this, and there's a reason,
Yeah.
and maybe I could guide you through a better path with it.
Yeah.
Well, weren't there more respect and morals towards the authority, the teachers, and like the law protectors
Absolutely.
and everybody? Didn't we have more respect towards our
100%.
elderly and
Yeah, well, and that's because you.
Nowadays.
What are you going to do to your kid? Put him in the corner? Time out. You know, you can't discipline. There was a kid that was flipping out at a hockey rink. He was just melting down, and his dad, he's like maybe I don't know, 7, 6 years old, and his dad was he was so embarrassed, and he's trying to get the kid to come. I don't want to. And he gets in the car and he's kicking the glass in the car, and I'm seeing this, and I can't help myself because I'm that kind of guy, right? So I walk up to the guy and I knock on the door. He said, "Hey, kid, what's your name?" What? I said, "Can I have your autograph?" What? And he shut down, and I said, "I want your autograph because I've never seen a bigger baby in my entire life. I've never seen anybody cry like a little girl ever. Oh, I'm going to tell all my friends about you." And you know what?
Stop crying. Yeah.
Oh, good
was
grief.
that right? Do I care?
I think it was right.
It worked.
Yeah. I think it was right.
Well, you know, you've done a lot in our community. You're mentoring. You've advocated the bullying and in the sense of how to prevent and how to work through it. But tell us a little bit now about another part of you, Myth Biscotti. Tell us about that.
That's my grandfather's name, and when my father passed, I was a DJ. I got all those free records, as I said, and so I said, well, during the disco era, I might as well use them. So I learned how to play it, and I liked the EDM, electronic dance music, mostly ambient stuff. And I had some friends, and they said, "Hey, would you want to come and help produce some stuff?" So I produced an album of things. I sang on them and whatever, and I needed a pseudonym.
This guy does everything.
And the pseudonym was Myth Biscotti. It was my grandfather's name. And Myth is an angry person, and Biscotti is a sweet little biscuit. So, in essence, I am an angry, sweet little biscuit. I wish I had chosen that. But here's the thing. My name, my Anthony Corone name, which is a shorter version of my real name, is 12 letters. And I went, wow, the spirit world loves me. Myth Biscotti is also 12 letters. And my real last name is 12 letters. And still, I never got famous. So here we are. But I also did photography, street photography in New York, won an award for some of that.
Great
I don't know, I
stuff.
sent some of your stuff there. I tweak it. I've got one that looks a lot like that picture there. And I was just recently flown into England.
Yes, let's talk about that. You mentioned a little bit about that. Tell us about your fan club as well in England.
It's amazing to me. There was a show that we've never seen here called Only Fools and Horses, and I was in New York, and somebody ran up to me. This was maybe 4 years ago, and grabbed me by the arm. And he said, "Were you in the..." I said, "Yeah." And I'm looking around like, what? This was 40 years ago. He goes, "You're unbelievable. Oh my God, people, blah, blah, blah." And I said, he goes, "I'm going to hook you up with this society." Long story short, he did. And they asked me if I would go there and sign autographs on their 40th anniversary. And I guess I was such a hit that they invited me back again last year. And I'm going back again in October. And while I was there, this woman came up to me and she said, "Hi." Everybody knows me as Rico because that's the part I played.
What's your nickname?
No,
in the movie he played
in the movie
Rico.
I played a guy named Rico.
Got it.
Yeah. So, hey, Rico, would you do me a favor? Could you take a picture with this? I don't know if you can zoom in on it, but it's a turtle.
frog, yeah.
It's a turtle.
So, and I said, "What is it?" And these people raise awareness of breast cancer, right? And this turtle has a name, and my name is this. I'm a very special bear, which is not a bear at all. They call it a booby bear. And I pointed out to him, it's a Tata turtle because there's no bear involved here. And they asked me if I would take a photo with it. So if we can take a photo with it on the set so the world can see about breast awareness and that it's here, and then I'll give it to somebody, and then you take it on its adventure and take a photo with it and post it on Facebook.
Look how cool.
It's not for raising money. It's just to make people aware that, at any given time, anything can happen.
Let's take it everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
lumps
taken
in-
everywhere.
Yeah. So I've had this with me since a month.
They
And
need
so
some tutoring on what kind of animal it is, though.
It's a turtle.
It's a turtle.
There.
It's a Tata turtle. There it is, folks.
There
a
it
Tata
is.
turtle. I'm handing it right here. I am a breast cancer survivor personally, and
bless you.
yes, my feet hit the ground every morning, and I'm very, very blessed, and I'm very humbled by the fact that it does. So I commend the fact that they have this.
You officially adopted him. So we're
I
going to take a
officially
photo.
adopted. This is a booby bear, although it is a turtle, and I've adopted it to be a Tata turtle.
There you have it.
So this is great. Good. You know what? There's not enough breast awareness and raising that. Early detection is very important.
Yeah, it's
and
signs there on it.
oh yeah, early
Yeah.
detection.
I don't know if there's a website of or
A picture of Myth Biscotti.
yeah, look at me.
There you go. There's Myth.
There he is.
That's me,
great.
man.
We'll
got
certainly support this effort because it's very important. And so you have actually had, you know what, it's like a world tour with you.
We need 2 hours with this man alone.
Just alone. I mean, everything between the
Anthony, listen,
mentoring and
anytime
everything.
you want to come back, you are always welcome here.
Always.
I'm shy.
I'm following this guy's footsteps. He's got it going on.
But we're actually ending close to the end of the show, and I always ask this question on this part of the hour. And if there's one thing that you could say, and here's the question. Given whatever...
Listening from the
we're
UK,
listening to the
Rico.
UK. Natalie
Oh,
Goodard.
who's it? Who's it?
Natalie
Listening from the
Goodard.
UK.
Oh, hello, Miss Goddard. How are you, Nats?
Thanks
you
for tuning
watching.
in.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in. It's like, what time over there at this point?
5 hours ahead.
5 hours ahead. In fact, thanks for tuning in. If there's one message, good, bad, or indifferent, okay, given all your experience, the mess you've been in, what's your message?
Be tolerant.
Be tolerant.
But don't let people bone you. Have standards, but be tolerant. More tolerant than you think you need to be.
Love it. Love
Great
it, love
nugget
it, love it.
of advice. You know, we always want to make sure we end this
I don't
show
do that,
this way.
but everybody else should.
But great nugget of advice.
Right. We wanna
Everyone, thank you so
everyone
much.
for coming. Yes.
It's been a great show. Tune in next week. We're going to have with us another great lineup. And who knows what else can happen. Everyone, thanks so much. Have a great, safe weekend.
Thank you. Until next week, go with the name you know, the 6 Borough Power Hour. Every Friday night. Let's go. Yada Bali God. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's go.
We got people. We let them hate from outside. Well, we rocking on the floor, so put your hands up high. When that bass drop low, we let them hate from outside. Well, we rocking on the floor, we let them hate from outside. Nico, what we doing? We